That's so crazy. Like it keeps. I swear I'm looking at it and it says I'm live on the stream. It's asking. The only button I can click is end stream. Horizontal just went back up, guys. So we'll
let me try to see if I can see it online. I see it. The horizontal is a vertical stream, though.
Oh.
Let me jump on YouTube online. So weird. I'm gonna get like a what you call it, technical difficulty screen put up at this point.
Wait, hold on. Let me see if. See, this is the other stream.
I see two streams.
Okay.
Up.
Horizontal looks like it's working now. I'm seeing it. Is everyone else? I'm just gonna send them the link. Are we seeing this YouTube stream?
I mean, I see it. I even see the YouTube stream in the chat on the stream. But,
yeah, okay.
But
there we go.
You know how it is. Tech gremlins, they try to board the ship. They try to commandeer. And then we fight them off valiantly. But for now, though, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next fight. Anthony versus Stevie VR. We got Ball, and we got Jay Baka on the mic this time, right?
Yep.
All right. Let's go on to the tail of the tape. Up next, we've got Anthony taking on washed Stevie. Anthony playing with stationary room scale on Stevie's side. Both boxers are fighting by way of North America East. Anthony coming in at 5'8" tall. Stevie coming in at 5'7" tall. Both of these boxers, though, on that 2,500 plus elo, so you know this is about to be a good match. We got Ball. We got Jay Baka on the mic. Fellas, go ahead and take it away.
All right. Yeah, we got
Yeah, Stevie is in the red corner wearing the pink, and then Anthony is in the blue corner wearing the white.
Now we know Stevie is an elite lightweight. He is he's ranked in the UBA. He obviously, I mean, he's been here for a very long time. He's a veteran, but we haven't really seen much of who's this guy?
Doom. Anthony.
yeah,
Oh, all right. We haven't really seen much of Anthony, or at least I haven't seen much of Anthony. But he seems like he's doing a pretty good job right now.
yeah, definitely. So Stevie's in the pink deck.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. From what I'm seeing right now, I think Anthony's definitely a more technical fighter. You see him bouncing around, trying to avoid shots. Even not really though. He just took like 5 big ones.
Nice jab. Nice. Oh, Stevie's landing big.
Oof, look at the red bar
Oh.
above his head. Oh yeah, he's feeling it. He's up to get knocked down if he doesn't start covering
Oh
it.
man, these are big shots
Oof.
from Stevie on the pressure in the first round.
Oh,
Very dangerous.
look at the bar. The bar is already all the way up.
Yeah, that's a huge proposition. A nice right hand. Anthony can't seem to generate the power that he wants to.
He seems to just keep getting caught with jabs when he tries doing a multi-punch combo.
Nice jab from Anthony, but overhand right.
Man, you see how Stevie reloading too, bro. Man, he said, "I got the
Wow, that
guns."
overhand right. Boom.
Sorry, I had to mute for a second. Yeah, big knockdown.
Stevie up a knockdown in the first round. Nice. Going to the body now is Stevie.
Oof,
Circling
just
around.
getting caught with a hook.
Yep. Using the high guard. Staying on the defensive for most part of this round. After the knockdown, at least.
Good body shots from Stevie.
Nice defense.
Ooh.
Oh, that right hand cracked him. Oh, and again.
Oh.
Oh, Anthony fires back, but he got caught with the right hand.
Oh,
let's
my
go.
69.
Stevie going to the body. Right hand sends it to the canvas again. Second knockdown in round one.
Dang, dude. Stevie's got a lot of damage
Stevie
on his
and
punches.
Baka. That's not my name. Anyways, 2 knockdowns. This could potentially be a TKO in the first for Stevie. Oh, that uppercut landed for Anthony. Anthony on the pressure now, trying to find a shot. Nice left hook.
Oh. All right. Yeah, I think Anthony's gonna play this one cool for now. As much as he probably wants to get a knockdown, I think he needs to play it cool so he doesn't get TKO'd.
Yeah. Oh, we got caught there with that right hook.
Oh.
Anthony caught him bad there. Yep, he caught him bad, saying that he got saved by the bell. Anthony pointing to the watch.
Yep.
That right hook was beautiful. That actually caught him really, really bad.
Mm-hmm. Nah,
yeah, he kept getting caught after that.
And you know what's funny, guys? The great part about these number bars, these punishment, a lot of people are saying, man, you barely got away, you didn't do any damage, and the entire time their punishment was about to fall off the dang bar. And I'm like, I don't really know. I don't really know if Stevie was saved by the bell right there. I mean, Stevie looked like, looking at the punishment, he had plenty of time to go. He probably need a couple more seconds of consistent. You know. Yeah, it just I don't know. It just seems to me that he's doing okay. Oh, round number 2 though. We're getting there.
Down. He's got to get at least one knockdown or so.
Yeah. To get himself back in the fight. 10-7 in the first round for Stevie. I gotta say, I like the pink that he's rocking.
Yeah, I do too. I didn't even know there was pink and black. I thought it was pink and white.
Nah, they changed up all of the colors.
Yeah, they got rid of my Kill Bill. They don't
understand what the reason for them getting rid of any colors was. Right?
I'm livid.
Me too. Because my black and green is gone, and now we got pink and black. Yeah. Like, why?
Toxic chaos, my green and black.
Saying, they should probably just add a color wheel where you can like.
I'm saying, bro.
Oh, big shot from Anthony has him on the cage. Turn on the cage. I forgot we're not in.
Soon though, maybe 2028.
Anthony looking better here this round, taunting a little bit, not touching the glove.
That was a sneaky little move by Anthony there.
Yeah, but I feel like you kind of have to do that whenever you're down 2 knockdowns in the very first round.
I can't really see what's going on over there.
Oh, Anthony has him hurt. Oh, big shot from Anthony.
I can't see what's happening. He's so big.
Too far away. Oh, nice jab from Stevie. High guard up for Anthony. Nice uppercut. Oh, he hurt him bad with that uppercut. He hurt him bad.
72, that's crazy.
It's wild, bro.
Both fighters looking hurt here. Nice right hand, now a left from Anthony. Anthony might have figured out the can't really see what's going on. Anthony might have figured out the rhythm. Oh, Stevie has him on the ropes.
Yeah, that punishment is high, bro. If Anthony's not careful, he could go down.
Stevie's face is changed this whole time too much.
And Jay, this is going to be a great time to bring up. A random body jab will keep somebody hurt for long enough for you to set them up, you know? Like,
yeah.
And I'm seeing so many missed opportunities now that before you just couldn't make a read on. But now, ooh, big exchange there. Now you can really see where just the body shots are really going to pay a lot of importance.
So the issue is that it's going to be harder for Stevie to land in the body. Or it's going to be harder for both of them to land in the body. Because I feel like since Kobe has such a high guard, it's easier to go to the body. But these guys have a lower guard.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a good point. It is a good point. Those elbows are in the way. But, hey, man, a feint to the top to bring those hands up is all you need to sneak one in.
Big shots.
Yeah. Anthony's taking this round, I think.
Yeah, definitely. If he can do something in the third round, or at least time.
Both fighters trading. Nice right hand from Anthony at the end of the round.
Oh, he's hurt. Stevie's
hurt.
Oh.
Stevie's got to be careful. Oh!
Dang, man.
That's the shot you needed. This is a competitive fight now. This is anyone's match.
This third round's going to determine everything. Because even if, if Anthony wins by damage in the third round, that's a tie. You know, if he gets knocked down, you could win the whole thing.
Stari, he only needs one knockdown to win.
Yeah, it feels like every fight tonight's like a fight of the night competitor.
Yeah, you got to keep us honest there, Solid, because I'm gonna have to go back and do some serious looking back at this card tomorrow.
So far, my number one right now for sure, Kobe versus Jeff, right? Like that was so close. The score was one way, the KO was the other. I think my second so far,
so many missed opportunities
Texas
now
King,
that before you just couldn't make a read on, but
solid.
now to the top to bring those hands up.
This is so far. This is a top 3 for me.
Yeah,
Depending on how it's
Anthony's
Same here. It's up there. Shout out to Cowboy. Yeah, bro, I'm back.
Nice
It's been a long time, man, but I'm back. So glad to see you, man. I'm sad you weren't able to make this card. Tonight's a banger, but hey, bro, I'm glad to see you in the chat.
Here we go. Third and final round. Anyone's fight. Jab starting it off with Stevie. Oh, there's a straight left down the pipe.
Ooh,
And
man.
again,
Man, he's working
a
that
jab with wonders.
And you see Stevie getting in some of those body shots now by using that jab to get those hands up on Anthony.
Yeah.
And it's gonna. And what I'm finding out is too is like after you've hit somebody with a big barrage and they're just so close, just feint and just throw something to.
Those were bad. Huge
Oh!
shot.
Now see, this is where Stevie needs to go for like some feints and start just again death by 1,000 cuts. He just needs him on the ropes more.
Yeah.
He can go to the
Anthony's
body
done
more
that.
for sure.
And fellas, what I'm seeing is it seems to be like when you go to the body, right? When is the best time to go to the body? After you've racked up some big damage and you don't want them to recover. Big smashing right there by Stevie.
Oh.
You throw a feint and then go into the body, like right there, big 52 to the body. Mm-hmm.
Trying to establish that jab still. Oh. Oh, he's getting the body, and that's really that. I think that's the denominator in this fight.
Yeah. I mean, it made such a big difference in the last fight, right? Chip definitely benefited from it. And so now we're starting to see, wow, you're not going for knockouts to the body. You're just keeping the pain on them.
Oh, that was a nice combination by Anthony.
Yeah, and Anthony's
36.
still showing life, guys. Anthony's still showing life.
Yeah.
He's trying to figure it out.
Anthony trying to set up that jab out of the southpaw stance. Oh, Stevie's landing big. Nice jab from Anthony, though. That one got him.
Hey, but it's still anybody's game, though. You know, both of them one knock apiece. If Anthony gets a knockdown here, a good counter shot, it's going to set him up real nice. Stevie staying active, though, not letting this man have an easy path to victory at all.
Stevie has 2 knockdowns in the first round.
Oh, he had 2 in the first. I missed that. My bad. I thought he only had 1.
All good. I'm almost positive he had 2.
Dang, okay, nah, shoot. It's Stevie's match to lose then.
But I don't know. It might have been 1. Maybe I'm just losing my mind.
Nah,
No,
bro.
it was 2.
It was 2. Bad. Yeah, nah, keep me honest, guys. Keep me honest.
Yeah. So if
Nice flip from Stevie.
if
I mean, not
Anthony
from Stevie, Anthony.
if Anthony wins by damage, I mean they could tie or a knockdown, then he'll win.
Nah, but
Yeah.
from what I'm seeing, the punishment, the numbers that's coming off of Stevie's gloves, I don't think that's a chance.
I think the knockdown's going to be the move. 10 seconds left in the fight. Oh, Stevie caught him bad at the end of the fight.
Going toe to toe. Couple seconds left.
He's going to go. Nice jab. But not enough, most likely.
I don't know
do
who
it.
won that.
Nah, I think Stevie's got it, bro.
Could have been a draw. I think Stevie took it.
Yeah, I definitely think Stevie took that one.
Yeah, Stevie got it.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the action here.
Big barrage,
At
and
the
they're
end of
just
last
so
round,
close.
so we'll go ahead and
Just
see some
feint
details
and
of, like
just
28 to
throw
26.
something to the
Because
body.
Stevie really
After
figured it
you've
out, man.
racked up some
Those
big
timely body
damage
shots
and you don't
really helped
want them
measure
to
out. They really
recover,
helped curve out the end of the
the
match. But I
knockdown's
mean,
gonna be the
Stevie just
move.
kept up with the
10
damage all the way
seconds
through.
left in the
Like you said, man, he had
big
some big
barrage,
damage.
they're just so
At the beginning of the
close.
round,
Just feint
maintained,
and
maybe
just
slowed down a
throw
little
something
bit.
to the body.
But at the
After
end, he
you've
just
racked
looked
up some
really
big
good.
damage
Shout outs
and you don't want them to recover.
Let's take a look at the details.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Interesting.
Stevie VR, like I said, start off really strong, slowed down just a little bit in the second round, and finished off strong. 10-7 for Stevie. Great start. 10-8
Doom.
for Doom.
Doom with the damage though.
Doom
Yeah.
with the damage. That was surprising to me because I thought that Stevie had most of the damage there, but wow, second round was really a big round for Doom. Oh my goodness, 4,932 to 4,243. While we talk about these numbers here real quick, let's go ahead and get the homies up here so we can find out what's really going on behind the headset. Bring it, get ahead and give Stevie the...
Yeah, let's get them all up. Let's get them up here.
Very interesting. Okay, Stevie's got the dub on that one by decision.
And those knockdowns came in super handy, man. They shifted the scorecard entirely, because otherwise that would have been a 10-9 round for Doom. Instead, it's a 10-7 round for Stevie.
Man, it's so crazy to see. This brings up a whole new dimension, guys, of how this game can go, right? Where, you know, before it was all up to speculation, what we could just guess. Oh, well, I thought I hit you more. I thought I hit you more. Well, it was the lag. Well, I connected on my screen. I don't know what you were seeing. And now we get a lot more definitive answers to the conversation. Something we've been asking the devs for months, right? Which is more stats. Let us see the damage. Let us see the numbers. I wish we had match details that showed us how many punches were landed, how many power shots, aka shots over, let's say 40%, right? You know, can we get something? Right, we're just waiting all the way through, so it's really nice to kind of see some more to further discussion. You know what I mean?
And something else we're seeing more of, right, is rounds where the person who did the most, like before, I think it was pretty much 100%, or at least like 90 something, right, where whoever did the most damage also had the more knockdowns. Now, though, we're seeing people really being able to know, like, okay, I can optimize a small window to get a knockdown, but I don't have to win the whole round on damage.
Yeah, that's showing us maturity in the game, right? Because we're able to see more than one play style. You could be a slugger, you could be a big damage dealer, you could be a brawler, you could be a sniper on the outside in the mid range. You could even be a more defensive fighter now, right? So these are things that were just unheard of. Before it was just swing big hooks, you know, burst them down with unstoppable offense, and now we're getting into a fight. It shows maturity in the game.
All right, we got Tynado up.
We got to get Stevie. Contour, what's up?
So we got Stevie and Doom. They are both here in the chat. Whenever they unmute, we can do the post fight. Next up is going to be Jackmon and Tynado. Jackmon's finally back.
Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, we can hear you. All right, Solid, go ahead and ready up those two next guys for us.
Gotcha.
Stevie, boy, the man said, busy Stevie, wash Stevie, you know what I'm saying? But he not washed, though, because you got to get washed to get clean. So we might have to just call you Clean Stevie, you know what I'm saying? Because this man came through here showing up today. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Stevie, the man of many personas. So since we got Stevie right here, man, Stevie, congratulations on the dub. It was a hard-fought victory, not going to lie. A lot of big damage coming out from you, good combination, staying active. That room scale seems to be doing well for you, man. What was going on from the fight from your perspective? How do you feel about your performance?
I'm not gonna lie, this has been like the slowest and like dumbest I've been. I don't know, bro. Like my head movement, it was not good. I wasn't really thinking. If I saw somewhere open, I felt like a caveman. I was just gonna hit it. I didn't really care about counters or movement.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. I just felt I was just on autopilot. So I guess that's why in the third round, you know, I gassed out because I haven't played VR in a month, and I got mollywopped. But the first 2 rounds, they're okay.
They're pretty okay. They're pretty okay. Question for you, PTC. How are you feeling about these new damage and punishment bars? Being able to see them, is it good? Yay or nay? How you feel about it?
I love it.
Love it.
I'm glad that my jabs do damage now. I'm really happy about that. But just seeing the damage really helps. Just to see when I should lay off for full throttle.
Absolutely. And are you using the high guard assist?
Hell no.
Hell no. Well, that one's a little bit more split amongst people. Some people love it, some people hate it. But damage numbers, okay across the board. I mean, look, bro, it be like that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? We out here, we got lives, we got other things to do. VR boxing is just a hobby. But for somebody taking a month off, still being able to perform like this, I mean, kudos to you, bro. We moved you from stationary to room scale, so don't worry about it. You're on the top 32 list for room scale. So once we finish the draft, we get everybody notified. We'll let everyone know how ranked is going to work. It's basically going to be the same as exhibitions, bro. But you're just going to know your fight a week ahead of time. We'll be able to kind of do more around the ranked stuff as opposed to exhibition. Same time, same place. Absolutely. Appreciate you for coming through, bro. Hope the stuff that you're busy on is fruitful, man. I hope you're getting gains in whatever you were working on in life, bro. I always love to see when somebody's busy. That means they're getting to it. So, you know, hopefully you knocking it out of park over there, man.
Sure. Thank you, man.
I appreciate it. All right, let's go ahead and talk to Doom, aka Anthony. Where you at, bro?
Yo, what's up?
What's good? Look, Anthony. Now, very interesting information on this card here, right? You actually came out on top on damage, right? Stevie got the dub, of course, but we got to talk about the particulars, man. How you feel about your performance?
I mean, honestly don't think the endurance was there. The speed, you know, I think Stevie definitely had me on that. You know, every time I threw a punch, she was quick enough to get back. And overall, though, I think I was able to find the spots I needed to. Obviously, put enough damage on them. And I probably would have won if it was like more of scoring points, but not. The knockouts for him definitely saved him.
Yeah, knockouts still important, still crucial. The thing that we're noticing right now is when you decide to use certain shots really makes a lot of difference, right? Being able to see that punishment gauge rack up, something we've been telling everybody, when you see you guys rack up a certain amount of punishment, use the body shots to stick to it so they don't recover, and then you can come back to your next plan of attack, right? And I saw you mixing it up in there. You had some pretty good shots, and like I tell to everybody, you guys do way better than me, right? I don't throw shots for 61, you know, 59 here and there. I'm down in the 20s still. So I'm always amazed to see what you guys can do, man. This has been really good for me to come back and see this, bro. Very good job.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Thanks for the opportunity again. Happy to make another appearance.
Absolutely. All
Can't
right.
wait for what comes in the future.
It's going to be ranked, man. You guys are going to be hearing a lot about the draft. We got some folks who won the last tournament. They locked their positions in. Some folks that we've been keeping an eye on in exhibitions, tracking most actively the last couple of weeks, especially since I've been out. Then we're going to draft a few people in and basically get started. Just don't worry about if you're into this conversation, if you heard about ranked, and you're like, how come I'm not on there? Don't worry about it too much. Ranked is going to be a revolving door of the top 32. You know, winners advance, losers drop out, and make way for new people coming in through exhibitions to make their way to the 32 as well. So if you're not on that initial list, just give it a few weeks. You'll have your chance to go up and tackle that list. So everybody be on the lookout. It's something we're just going to be working on for a while, right? Until we kind of get it nice like exhibitions is. And then hoping that everybody feels it and it really just helps me craft it in something that's fun for you guys. And with that being said, though, folks, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next match. Jackmon taking on Tynado. Jackmon in the blue corner, Tynado in the red corner.
I gotta get the poll up.
Oh, yeah, no, I ain't finna start without you, bro. You know, I'm just announcing it. Let me know who we have up on commentary. Both the boxers are ready to go.
I can't commentate this time. I don't know if I was going to, but even if I was, I can't. Hang on.
I got you, Solly. You can tag back on in there, and then I guess it'll be you and me, I believe.
All right, sounds good. Who will win, guys? Jackmon or Tynado?
What's the polls looking like?
Well, just put it out. Let's see. We got a couple votes coming in.
Oh, snap. There goes that Iron Vitality. That's all good, bro. It's the first week that I'm back, you know what I'm saying? So now that people see my face, we know that we're back on the program. What's it looking like, Solid?
82% for Tynado.
82% for Tynado to beat Jackmon. This is kind of interesting, right? Jackmon says he's been washed, though. He's still washmon, but you know Tynado still stay active. Let's go to the tail of the tape. Let's see if I gotta make sure everyone's shorts is updated. It's gonna be a big update session. All right, tail to tape time. In the blue corner, we got Jackmon taking on Tynado in the red corner. Jackmon and Tynado both fighting in that stationary room space playstyle. Both fighters fighting by way of North America East. Jackmon fighting at 5'7" tall. Meanwhile, Tynado 5'11". Both these VR boxers are at the 2,500 ELO range. So it's going to be another banger of a fight tonight. We got a lot of high ELO folks tonight. I'm very excited for this. I'm, of course, Super M, joined by Solly. The dynamic duo back at it once again, man. Feels good to be back in the hot seat.
Oh, man, it feels good. It feels great. And this is a good fight to do it on, man. Jackmon and Tynado, even if they're currently might be not at their peaks, right, are legends of the VR fighting community.
Time out. How does he have the black and green shorts? How does he still have the black and green shorts? Chat, I want my shorts color back. Sorry, Solly. I'm what?
We'll have to ask him in the post fights.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting on him about that. Okay, let's start off this match, though. Man, already, this is going to be exciting for me to see, right? Because we already know that Tynado does big boy damage, and look at that short-term punishment on Jackmon already.
And it's early in the fight. This is the time where if I were Jackmon, just sit back and let that thing fully recover. But here's the thing, right? You don't have a perfect sense of it. You know when it's real bad and you're close to the knockdown, but you don't know when it's like, you know, maybe a third of the way up.
Oh, you could easily check, though.
Jackmon finally finding some punches. Tynado, though, absolutely dominating early on.
Nah. Tynado has a huge damage buffer, right? He's allowed to make you can't make as many mistakes as he can, right? He's allowed to take a few shots, but you have to be on point when you're fighting Tynado, and if you're not, you're gonna get put away. Big 58, 65 damage, and again, just laying it down there on Jackmon. Jackmon taking a lot of damage here.
This is going to be really dangerous for him, right? Because not only is he going to be vulnerable to those knockdowns, but he's already behind on the scorecard pretty heavily. You can see it on the bottom. Tynado is barely nicked, and Jackmon is bleeding heavy.
And it's just every exchange, it just gets worse and worse for Jackmon. And Tynado just having a wonderful time. Back at Jackmon into a corner. Now the Muramura. And it's so interesting.
He's being very patient in this first match, right? Or this first round. He knows he's got the knockout power. He could just be aggressive, but he's given Jackmon the respect. And because he knows Jackmon does also have the same power, and you don't need a lot of it to get KOs, right? We were sparring, and like I was getting KOs like I was never getting before.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. This is definitely like, this is the perfect kind of V3 almost kind of damage system, right? Everyone feels like they've gotten buffed, but not in a crazy way.
It's a very like technical buff, right? It's not just buffing like spam and power. It's buffing an understanding of the game and the new mechanics.
Man, somebody needs to nerf these hands of Tynado, bro, because he is just, it looks like he's throwing them casually too. It's not like it doesn't seem like he's throwing like a bunch of effort. He's just kind of peppering Jackmon with these punches and just casually landing 50s.
Yeah, and right now he is just painting the red corner red with Jackmon's blood. In the corner, Jackmon doing his best to survive. And honestly, I think a little bit of that guard assist kept him good there. If you trust your guard, you can survive a pretty heavy amount of damage. The one thing that people got to remember, right, about this auto guard is that if you start throwing punches, it's going to go away. You're not going to get benefits. So it's basically giving, like, you know, players like a hard choice.
Okay,
we talk about a lot of times in fighting games, right? Like a little bit of that RPS starting to come in. Are you going to fully commit to guarding, or are you committing to doing some attacking or some hybrid?
Wonderful time back
I
at
think
Jackmon
that
into
the
a
guard
corner.
assist is really there to help people who are like
technical
being
buff,
peppered
right?
on
It's
defense,
not
or
just
some of the
buffing,
shorter
like,
fighters who need
spot to
a
ask
more
in the
solid
post
guard to
fights.
step their
Yeah,
way in
yeah.
before they land
Yeah,
defense,
yeah,
right?
I'm
And I find
definitely
that
getting
that's
on
the
about that.
best,
Okay, let's
right? I
start
always
off this
say
match,
out
though,
in the
man.
neutral. As a
Tynado
phrase, I know that's a little
Tynado
bit
has a huge damage
foreign
buffer, right?
to folks in boxing, but to describe the neutral is where both of the fighters, no one is being attacked and no one is actively defending, right? And it's where it's where people go to cross the void, if you're familiar with that, right? It's the neutral. It's spacing, it's movement, it's trying to vie for that position. When you're out there, the auto guard helps a ton because it just makes sure you're just a bit more safe. And you can auto guard outside of high guards, right? So you can auto guard with keeping your hand on the, if you know somebody has like a lot of hooks, you know, keep your hands on the phone, auto guard there. Good circle out there by Jackmon. Great way to get out of the hot
he
zone.
needed that. He is right at the edge. He's got to get out of there. Just survive. Great use of recovery. Something I did want to say about the guard, right? I do think its most effective use in the guard assist has been in killing hooks a little bit, right? It's much better at blocking that blind spot, and we see a lot more knockdowns coming from the straights.
Yeah, it really sticks to your ear. You know, something that I will applaud it for.
Right, and just like a way that like the sensors wouldn't allow you to do it manually, right? Like it's not that people didn't know to do it; it's that you actually have technical trouble being able to do it, and that's exactly when I want like a gameplay feature to fix something. Ooh, Jackmon here getting a big 64.
Hey, all right, Jackmon's back. He's woken up a little bit.
Ooh, he's not that back. Tomato says I can do that damage too.
Dang, and now Tomato's teeing off.
Both of them getting pretty heavily damaged here. Ugly faces. And I like that we don't have to rely just on the ugly face. Doesn't matter what the character looks like. I can just look at your red bar.
Yeah. It's, again, I'm a big fan of this. Just, you know, just another point of reference to look at here, and just as well as just seeing some good hands being thrown in these virtual lands, right? It's always just nice to see numbers affirm and just know what people's status is, especially since we don't have any other indicator. No heavy breathing. Oh!
And that's the thing too, right? For the fighters, if you have it turned on, it gives you a lot of information about when you need to just keep going to, like, you know, get that last inch, or when you need to like pull back because you're not doing anything effective. Or again, like both of these guys are doing it perfectly, and I love the strategy. Is just whenever you're in that high red, make sure to throw a punch to keep them in that red.
Ooh, nice.
Has to be every 10 seconds. Bang!
And this man, Tomato, is on an absolute tear.
Yeah, back, don't get backed up after that.
That's it, bro.
That was devastating.
As Judge Mills Lane would used to say, "That's it, son. There'll be another day."
All right, TKO over. We're gonna get our next fighters up in here. That is gonna be Ampy versus Izzy, the last style bender.
Izzy, the last time being a style bender.
Especially since we don't have
that wasn't correct.
Heavy
we got
breathing!
3DS versus Tynado. Then we got Izzy versus Ampy.
Whenever you're in that high red, make sure to throw a punch.
Yeah, this was a great fight. You know what I'm saying? Taking a look at that. We didn't get to see the score on the second round there, but looking at the first round, it was very interesting. 1781 to 1234. Big damage disparagement. Not as big as the numbers might have suggested, though. You know what I'm saying? Jay for Christ, how do you join? Very simple, bro. Just go ahead and drop that Discord link. Check, make sure it's not raining. Join the Discord link, man, to get in on the Ringside VR Discord. That's how you get in on these cards here. Let's go ahead and talk to the homies. Let's get Tomato and Jackmon up here. And let me get ahead and make sure to get these.
I think they are both already here.
Match already has recorded result, cannot be set. Okay, oh, somebody else already said it. Okay, I didn't know if somebody who was setting the.
Oh yeah, sorry, that was me.
Gotcha,
I put it.
All right. So, Jackmon, Tomato, whenever you guys are ready, go ahead and unmute so we can find out what's really going on behind the headset. What's good, fellas?
No.
Let's go
Jackmon.
first, Jackmon.
Yeah,
Ready?
Jackmon. I heard Jackmon make a noise.
Yeah.
Jackmon, man. Washmon. What's good, bro?
I don't know. Other than crossing the void, this is like the first time in like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I didn't know how the guard assist worked. I just heard of it, and it was pretty good. But
It's interesting. It's an interesting thing, right? Like it's so PTC, right? Exhibition. It's all brand new. A lot of people are coming back for the first time. I know I haven't been here in a couple weeks myself, right? And so we got a couple of new things, new damage equations, right? We've got the new health bars or punishment bars and damage numbers being floating around. We've got the new guard assist. How did it feel playing the game after coming back for such a long time?
it was like brand new. And the reason I had the green and black shorts, it's like, it's not the same ones. It's not like the split, but it's still in there. It's just different.
Where? Like, I've been looking for them. I'm wearing these bummy green and white shorts, feeling all kinds of gross. I need my colors back.
It's in the bottom.
I gotta look for it. Because my whole thing is like I got the Jamaican colors on, right? So I got the black, the green, I got the yellow trunks and shoes. Those feeling real good. And you know what I'm saying? They need to add the option of gold and black shorts, bro. Tynado, 100%, man. Where are our color sliders? Please.
Yeah, but
Spit numbers, brave.
But all right,
I don't know how we did that. I don't know how we did that, cause bro, in the first few seconds in the first round,
yeah.
In the second round, I was actually like beating him, and then he just comes across, he's hurt, and then he hits me with that same overhand, and it's like I'm dead. I don't know.
It was crazy. I mean, the first couple of seconds of the first round, like he had you on life alert almost immediately. Like it was you blinked 2 times and you were all the way in the red, right? Which is interesting because I know Solly and I were saying it's kind of difficult to tell where you're at. Mad Mike says they're gonna monetize the colors. Of course, Mad Mike. You already know that might be the move. It's fine. They're already monetizing the Puma stuff. But like seriously, like sometimes I'll look up just to see my own health bar, just to see where I'm at, you know. It's not too obvious, but very interesting to like finally see how the damage system works in relationship to other folks' punches. So definitely, man, look, we're in June. We're gonna be starting up the ranked season. You already know where you stand. You will hold your position. You got some time to get ready. You know, this particular PTC patch is probably what's going to be live at that time. So that's why we're in the PTC now, so everybody gets a good shot to get used to it. You know what I'm saying? So you got some time, bro. Get them rounds in. You know what I'm saying? Before everything starts.
I'll be locked in for ranked.
Nice.
And defend it.
Nice.
Defend the belt.
And like everybody, like I've been telling everybody, nothing much is going. A little bit of things can change, but as far as like when the ranked cards are, they're still going to be Sundays at the same time that we've been doing exhibitions. We'll just do less exhibitions and more ranked cards, right? And then we will probably be working on a way for people to challenge the rank ladder offline. Right, offline matchmaking is something we're working on, so just be sure to lock in on that, and you know, we'll let you guys know when everything started. We'll message everyone to give them all the rules and breakdowns and things like that, and hopefully we'll be able to have you guys set up. All right, appreciate it, bro. Let's talk to Tomato. Where you at, bro?
That's good.
Slap Demon no more, man. This man was throwing hands out there, bro. We knew you had damage. Like, one of the biggest attributes that you had as a boxer was just straight damage. You worked on rounding out your fighting style, you know, and then you come back to get rid of the Slap Demon moniker. You came in and showed people that you throw hands, and now we're watching you in this new PTC. Within the first couple of seconds of the first round, you already had Jackmon on life alert, man. Tell me how he's feeling, man. I know you got to be feeling good about that performance.
Yeah, it was definitely a good performance. This PTC is kind of weird for me because, like, it started out and I ain't have much damage because of the slap protection. I had to adapt to that. The second one, everybody was hitting hard. And then now they updated it and they improved that. And now it's kind of just, like, iffy for me because some of them I'm hitting nukes and then some of them is not registering. But generally, this is, like, a weird spot in my career for me because it's kind of like I'm good. I still know I'm good. I'm not the best I've ever been anymore, but we're trying to get right back there.
Look, the fact that you're sitting here rolling with the punches from patch over patch, right? Because sometimes people be having wild swings. Sometimes they're hot, sometimes they're not. And you've maintained a level of consistency that you can rely upon. That's good. That means the game can't shake you too much right now. I mean, some slap detection here and there, but they got the new damage modifier or damage numbers out and the punishment bar. Do you feel like that helps or hinders your game?
Can you repeat that?
The punishment bars. Do you have them turned on?
Oh yeah, I definitely look up at that and to keep track of where I am, but you can still kind of see it with like the gray. But also another thing is they added the time on the tablet, so now I can like look up at the clock and see how much time I got.
Yeah, and I feel like it should help everybody kind of game plan and know the situation and where they're at, know when to back off, know when to put the gas on. I mean, you ain't got no problem with that. All you seen was red over there on the other side. Do you use the guard assist at all?
That's usually how I was catching them and just letting them land on the guard. But I have a really catch guard type style. But for one thing, I think those rankings, I think I should be at the top of that. And I definitely want to see him in ranking at that belt whenever that's up, because nobody does that to that guy.
I will tell you like this: the system is designed right. No matter how this thing starts off, the ranks will get right real soon, right? Because when you win, you challenge up, right? You win more, you challenge up faster. How it works is, Jackmon's got the belt now from the last tournament, but the next three underneath are the three top challengers, and every time he has to go to defend, he's got to defend against one of them on a rotating scale, and they're just keeping the people in the A rank in bay, right? So you're gonna have a system that's gonna quickly allow for people to find their right spot, right? It's gonna be very hard to game the system, so no matter where it starts off, trust you will find where you're supposed to be very soon. And we're working on, like I said, an offline matchmaking system, so you don't have to wait till the Sunday card to advance. If everyone is about that life, right, and they want to queue up for ranked challenges throughout the week, then we will have a window where people can advance without us even being there. We'll have the referees being able to officiate it. So the hope is that the system will allow for everyone to have fun on their time, and then when we're ready to showcase the matches that matter on Sundays, they'll be really important, and we can really start like organizing stuff around it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Always a pleasure, Super, and welcome back again.
I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. You guys are like gladiators to me, man. I can't hit damage like y'all, so it's great to be able to watch. Let's go on ahead and head to the next match. Before I do, let me lock in with the chat real quick. J for Christ, hopefully you're able to get in. Leo the creator said Jackmon took a lot of shots to the back of the head. Fortunately, Leo, back of the head shots don't count for damage. There's no hitboxes back there, so while it does look visually devastating, it really doesn't mean anything, right? Same thing with anything below the groin, to the back, to the shoulders, the back of the neck, places that usually would look like they would hurt. They just don't in this game. You have to hit directly to specific hit zones for them to work. Mad Mike at home says, what, there's a health bar above their head? Absolutely. We've got 2 health bars. The one on the top is your short-term punishment, right? Think of that as within the round damage. If that fills all the way up to the top and turns red, you know they're about to go down. And then the bar on the bottom is a long-term punishment. So that's basically showing how your health is being reduced over the course of a long rounds, right? You just have less short-term punishment to work with, if that makes sense, right? Charlie Horse says, are those gloves new? Yes, Thrill the Fight 2 has a bunch of new gloves and stuff out in a store that you can purchase. I will be talking to the Thrill the Fight 2 team, see if they want me to start promoting some of these things they're putting out. If so, you'll see me promoting them on the channel. And how do they get those gloves? Charlie asks. Moolah, cash, dinero, swipe that credit card, pay to win, baby, yeah. There are a set of gloves that you can win. They're the golden ones. That you can win by playing the story mode, right? So rack up those wins in the single player mode, and you can win a exclusive set of gear there. Leo the creator says, is this just on the testing server? Yes, so the health bars are just on the testing server, right? That's new. The guard assist, that when you press the button, it takes your hand from here and puts it to your ears, or it takes your hands from here and puts it on your face. that's what we're testing right now, but those will be live really soon, right? So just think of this as just kind of like a preview of what may come. All right. So with that being said, I'm gonna catch up with the chat for a little bit. We're gonna go to the next fight of the night, and that's we got, who's that? Is that Tynado? Is that Tynado's match?
Yeah, this is going to be Tynado versus 3DS. 3DS is getting through. He says he's just getting the PTC set up.
Okay.
He says he's almost done. We also got Contour coming up in here for commentary.
Yo, Contour.
What's up?
We're waiting,
Good to see you, bro.
How are you doing? And what are your thoughts on the new PTC?
Yeah,
I'm doing pretty good. So the PTC, I actually really enjoy it. One thing I started to do recently was I wanted to try and hurt people. I know it sounds weird, right? Because you're just like thinking like, well, like what difference does that make? You're still punching them. But I think I put too much emphasis on just training to be a good boxer that I never really trained to hit really hard. One thing I started to realize was this new PTC update and the latest updates have been doing a really good job at registering people hitting very, very hard. So like if you were to throw as hard as you can, like if you're training explosiveness, it actually translates into the game like really, really well.
Okay, so that's something new that I haven't heard. We've seen a lot of people bring their opinion and say, oh, everyone's just doing more damage, and that's just kind of generic. And it's like, why? And now we're seeing people with more exertion hitting commonly over 60, 70, right? It's crazy. In a good way.
Yes, you have to be genuinely in good shape to do good damage. It's not even a fluke anymore. You're not like a person who just mastered the damage, right?
Yeah.
You need to be swinging hard, even with even with the body damage and stuff like that. Like you still need to be hitting hard for that to even matter.
Just quickly before we get into this next match, I want your opinion on something. We're able to now see damage numbers and the punishment bar. Yay or nay? Helpful or not?
I actually think it's okay. So as soon as I started playing live version, I noticed it wasn't there. Like that's the biggest thing I can say. Like I like it a lot better than it not being there.
Yeah. At first I was like, oh, what is this weird thing? Then after like 2 matches, I'm like, this needs to stay. And actually, I need this as an overlay for the stream. Like I need this as big bars. I can put their names. You can see their punishment, right? Everyone can see it. It's peak, and I think this is a good step forward to what we've been asking for. Now, if we can just update that scorecard with punches thrown, power punches, aka punches over 50, like if we can really start dissecting body shots versus headshots, we can really start getting into it. I really think it's a W. So let's go ahead and get to this next fight. We've got newcomer 3DS taking on Tynado, right? And so we got Contour up on commentary. I see Jay Baka here, and I see Solid.
I see Tesco.
Oh, there's a Tesco! Tesco!
I know it's late for you, but I love that you showed up.
Man, so glad to see you, bro. So glad to see you, man. Oh, it's been ages. It's been so long. Oh God, damn. All right, this is good. This is good. Okay. So let's say Contour and Jay, or Contour and Solly. Let me know who is available for commentary.
Yep.
I got one question.
Go ahead.
Is it time for me to get my VR controllers back?
Look, bro, I was about to say you might actually really like this new version. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, even I jumped in this last week trying to rehab a bit, and even I, with my non-damage dealing self, was like, this is a lot more fun. So I don't know, bro. It might be time.
Shit, might have to get some new controllers then.
Yeah. All right.
I'm well out of shape, so I'm gonna need it.
Hey, look, you can join the old man crew for, Super's home for old boxers, and try to get some training in. Big Man KG says, how do I join? Big Man KG, look for the Discord link under every YouTube video and under the channel as well. Join that Discord link, and then you'll be able to jump right on in. Just holler at us in the Discord, said I want to get in. We'll point you in the right direction. Yeah, Jay for Christ just joined the Discord, so be like Jay for Christ, bro. He's got the right head on his shoulders. All right, enough yapping though. Let's go on ahead on to the next fight. This is gonna be very interesting. We got 3DS taking on Tynado, and I haven't seen 3DS in a long time. So this is gonna be very interesting. 3DS in the blue corner, Tynado in the red corner. Both of these VR boxing fighting in room space, both boxers fighting by way of North America Central. 3DS, a short king, 5'2", Tynado towering over him at 5'8" tall. 3DS in the unranked 1500 ELO range, and Tynado in the 2500 plus. But like we say, you know what I'm saying, styles make fights, not elos. This is gonna be very interesting. 3DS actually stepped up for this fight, so let's see what he's got. And we got on commentary Contour and Jay Baka. Welcome, fellas.
Yo,
What's up? Now, one thing about 3DS that I mean, I don't know if it's the same 3DS that I fought, but I feel like if it is the same 3DS I fought, I know his room scale is very small, and that might be an issue for Tynado.
Ooh, we got a little bit of restart there.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was like a long timer.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right,
just like standing there.
We're gonna give him some time to ready up again. We're gonna start the match. We'll give him one more. We usually give him like 2 or 3 starts, and then before we decide that it's not worth it.
Yeah, give everyone a chance to like reset their thing, because a lot of people like just got in the PTC, and there's game might be messy.
Error. What the hell?
Gear not found. This is a new one.
What does that mean?
It said
maybe they.
Gear not found.
All right, here, guys. Hop back in. Hop out and hop back in. Let's see if that fixes it, and then if we need to, we'll restart the room. And then if that's not going to fix it, we'll figure it out. We'll go to either rematch you or go to the next fight or something.
Yeah.
All right. So here, just kick them both, and then we'll just both of you hop back in.
All right, kicking them both now. All right, fellas, go ahead and jump back in. While we're waiting for them, I'm just going to yap about ranked coming up. So it's been a long time in development, guys, that we've had a system to help us manage 2 32-man continuous ladders. But the day has come where we feel confident we're ready to launch it. And so we are in the preseason. Right now, for those of you guys who have placed in the last tournament, you should have an idea of where you stand on the roster. Some folks are no longer with us. Some folks no longer have their headsets. So that tournament roster has been dwindled down. We are now having a private draft with the ref team to decide who's going to jump in from those who've been doing well in exhibitions and who will be eligible to challenge when the season starts. So nothing much is going to change as far as timing goes. Everything is still going to be 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time sign up. It's still going to be 5 p.m. for exhibitions. Ranked, though, the ranked folks will know ahead of time what their fight is. We will have some folks standing on standby, potentially for fill-ins, but it's going to be the same 5 p.m. start time, and it's just going to be a ranked card, you know, undercard, co-main, main, based off of the rankings. And we're going to run it for a few weeks to see how it goes. Looking to give out some prizes at the end of the season, prizes during the season for those who qualify. So definitely stay on the lookout for that, guys. Some folks like Contour are already up there, right? And other folks, you've been doing really well. We've been keeping an eye on it. And I like to tell everybody that no matter where you start off, the ranks will quickly get to where they're supposed to be, because if you're up at the top of the list because you made well in the tournament, but you can't keep up with today's competition, you will find out in more than one way that you will find your correct place. So with that being said, I'm looking forward. June is when we're going to start it. I'll be reaching out to folks. I'll be just dropping more and more information on the channel. It looks like we've got Tynado and 3DS ready, so to make sure they are in the correct corners. And we're going to start this match again. Fingers crossed. Match is in progress.
There we go.
There
that
it
looks
is.
right.
Looks right.
Uh-oh. Do you have the same issue that I'm having?
I see a mini. Is that a mini person in the? What is going on?
Mini Tynado.
Mini NATO. It's a tiny NATO.
He's using his hand. Guys, this is illegal.
Okay, just ignore that then.
Yeah, we'll go through it. I don't think it's affecting. I don't think the fighters can see him.
I don't think they can either. That would be a shame if they were.
Tynado's actually in like full control right now. It might be hard to see it, but Tynado really early on started to get this guy's jab timing, and yeah, he's just gonna unload right there.
Yo,
Yeah, so far what I'm
Riley?
seeing is, I know it's kind of weird, but you can kind of tell who's in control of a fight. Could just be composure. It could just be like a bunch of different things. But one of the biggest tells is they're kind of just defending really easily. So
yes,
it looks like Tynado's picking and choosing. Right now he's very, very comfortable.
yeah, and even as a shorter opponent, that it is kind of as I was saying that.
Yeah.
Oh, he could have again. Oh no, he didn't catch him. Actually, 3DS caught him.
Yeah.
Wow. As I was saying, it's interesting that Tynado's the one in control, even though even though he's a shorter fighter.
Yeah.
Letting a jab down from Tynado.
Well, to be honest, in my opinion, it's weirder, but sometimes it can work against you. Yeah, it can definitely work against you. It feels like sometimes you might need to overcommit, and it's just that much easier to move your head out of the way, especially if you're lower than the guy.
Yeah. A good competitive fight in the first round. I feel like 3DS does have maybe a slight power advantage.
I can see that, yeah.
But I think Tynado is overall the cleaner boxer, more technical boxer with a better volume.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, he's just reading this guy so far.
He stunned him with that jab.
Tynado's trying to put some heat. Yeah, Tynado's he's using a lot of throwaway shots too, and he's really just walking 3DS into some pretty easy shots to avoid. But right now,
nice right hand now.
Yeah, 100%. So 3DS is being a little bit. Oh, go on. Sorry.
It's all right. What do you think Tynado needs to do to adjust to this power? Because it looks like he's struggling a little bit, at least more than he should be.
In my opinion, I think he should just stay calm. Everything that's been working before, it's obviously going to still keep him in the fight. 3DS right now, the way he's moving, you're not going to be able to keep that up.
Oh,
there we go.
There it is.
That was actually really cool. You're not going to be able to keep that up. The way he's moving, that costs a lot of energy. By round 2, it's going to start to slow down. By round 3, he's probably not going to be doing that anymore.
Yeah, I feel like it's just a matter of time before Tynado eventually takes over full control.
Yeah, 100%.
Last 10 seconds, sticking to the body now. Nice shot from both fighters.
That was actually really clean by 3DS. Right now he's using feints to like draw out reactions. Yeah, nice.
A good round for both fighters. Tynado taking it 10-8 though, with that knockdown.
I need by the end of this someone to get like KO'd into the hands of the little one.
I'd rather not see that.
Very comfortable.
Brother, no.
Yeah, and even
That's creepy. Why is it like smaller too?
Yeah, that's the other thing too. It's a tiny NATO. Oh my god.
Literally, what the hell?
Tiny, that's hilarious.
Yes, into some pretty easy shots
Every
to
time
avoid.
we do PTC, this
But
is the
right
same
now,
bug.
3DS right now, the way he's moving, that you're not gonna be able to keep that up. There we go.
There it is.
Very comfortable.
What do you think's winning, 3DS or Tiny
Yeah,
NATO?
and even as
3DS or I'm Tiny NATO. I'm Tiny NATO. Team Tiny NATO all the way, bro. Team Tiny
Everybody's, yeah, everyone's Team Tiny NATO today.
Second round.
Some wild swings.
I'll also point out this, guys. What I like about the numbers is, in between rounds, the damage that sticks, you can really see how far ahead someone is. By
100%.
keeping that eye on that bottom bar. Top bar is a little tricky, but bottom bar really kind of like tells the tale of the rounds.
It's because it's that red color, and orange isn't really. It's hard to make out the orange, but that red really sticks out.
I don't know if you're seeing this, but Tynado's actually staying just out of his range, and he's coming back with a counter right hook just like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, he has him hurt bad. Tynado looking for the knockdown in the second round. Taking to the body now with that jab.
Tynado's
there it is again.
Yeah, he's doing a very good job at getting this guy's timing. It's not that he's predictable. It's just that Tynado has a lot more experience in this.
Yeah, Tynado's strong suit is that he's a technical fighter. That's why we saw him put a masterclass on John Jones in the UBA for the title. I mean, he just knows how to adjust to these fights. Oh,
Some slick movement by 3DS.
Yeah, he's not moving bad for a bigger guy.
Yeah.
He actually moves pretty well.
Yeah. In my opinion, I think he just needs to kind of relax. There's a lot of urgency right now in his style.
Yeah. He's very stiff, I feel.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and stuff like that. He can't be doing that. In my opinion, I think what's going on is that he's just not comfortable with standing in front of somebody. Maybe he's used to people giving him a lot of distance. But yeah, there it is.
Tynado's not going to let him have it, though.
100%.
Oh, no.
3DS isn't actually doing bad for someone for someone that's as good as Tynado.
Yeah, actually, he's actually doing pretty good.
You do have to admire the power. But still, Tynado putting it on him. Nice counter left. He hasn't put back. He throws him in place. That looks real. He got frozen in time.
Tynado's giving some emotional support. Giving a massage too.
He's like morphing into him.
Yeah, what's going on?
They're combining.
Dude, RSVR, this is R-rated night.
This is, and we've had a couple of these.
They're morphing.
And what's weird is like when they touch Mini NATO here, like he moves. Like that's the uncanny part. Like, he's physically there. Oh God!
Counter.
So funny thing is, Tynado wanted me to coach him this fight, and I don't even think there was a lot of coaching. There was just a lot of like, yeah, that's great. I don't even know what to say.
The game has to implement a style of like some type of ringside coaching where you can join the fight, you can talk to them.
I mean, they already have the framework there, right? When you jump in as an observer, if you're in the headset, you're literally on one of the corners, right? They just need to expand the lobby to allow for more than 4 people. 2 more people would be fine. That way you can have the 2 boxers, 2 cornermen, and 2
really hard to make out the
and I think that would be
that red
the
really
best way
sticks
to go.
out.
I know, but then at that point, lag could become a really big issue.
I
doubt
it
now, where like you can do a quest call to like directly in like your messages and
some slick
have
movement
them
by 3DS.
watch like the ringside stream.
He's just not comfortable with standing in front of somebody. Maybe he's used.
Left, right.
Like, I don't think the lag will be a problem. We've literally played VR games that had 8. How much people in Dragon Fist per lobby?
8.
8.
Yeah.
And no lag internationally. So, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, come on, we're in the big 2-6. That shouldn't be a problem.
Well, you know how Thrill the Fight 2 is with lag. You know, I continue to bring this up every time. Era of Combat was perfect.
I was waiting for the Era of Combat message. Look, Steve, look, that man had it. His one-man army, right? Teacher in Canada. Oh, goodness!
Dude.
Dapping up Mini NATO after the knockdown. Vicious. I don't even think he knows that Mini NATO was there.
No, he doesn't. The footage of this, he's gonna watch this and be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, about Dark Lord Stevens, you know, one-man team.
Dude.
Tynado's the kind of person I could see being like, "How can I recreate this glitch?" And we'll do something intentionally.
Damn!
What an uppercut.
Tynado found it, and like we were saying, you know, Tynado was gonna eventually take over full control.
Yeah, the 3DS is overcommitting too much.
Yeah, Tynado's only speeding up, and 3DS is only slowing down. It's hard to stop Tynado once he gets going.
Yeah, literally.
Only a hill can stop a tornado.
Actually, tornadoes can actually happen on mountains. It's crazy. Nothing can stop Tynado. Yeah, so far it's...
Oh, looking over a TKO here. Oh,
Wow.
and there it is!
And that is it. Another TKO for the night.
If I may add something.
I love we're back on a TKO, on like a knockouts patch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They speed the nights up too.
I mean, I've always liked the knockouts because, one, I like to see players rewarded in an exciting way, and you know, the knockouts is a big payoff. But also, I think the level of skill and maturity in just the regular competitors makes the knockouts just look really good. Right. Because people are good at throwing punches. They know the like, reward the players, man. We're out here to have fun. VR headsets don't last that long. Give the people what they want.
TKO here.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get these results real quick, man. Because that was a good round.
Man had it. There's one man army.
Mini Nado.
Right.
Not one. Coming away with a nice dub there. So let's take a look, man. 10-8, 10-7, 10-6. Just kept going worse and worse and worse for 3DS. 3DS started off pretty decent though. But you know, as things went on toward the night, got that royal flush. You know, 1 knockdown in the first round, 2 knockdowns in the second round, 3 knockdowns TKO in the third round. Taking a look at the damage, 1189 to 1801, 583 to 1511, and then 333 to 1098. That gas tank ran down low. Grand total 4,410 to 2,105. We are going to wait for the homies to go ahead and unmute so we can find out what's really going on behind the headset as I go ahead and give Tynado his much deserved TKO.
Yeah, Super. I think just in case we should restart the.
Yes, it's a good opportunity. Good opportunity because mini Nado will stick around for like forever.
I'm
right?
curious if it's gonna be a mini version of the next.
No, it's mini Nado forever. Like the last time we had this, it was somebody's dismembered head just sticking up through the thing, and it was just very uncanny. Jay for Christ said, will I be able to fight today? Jay for Christ, unfortunately not. The card's been filled since 3 p.m. So every Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is what you can do. But today, what you can do is type in /register in any chat on the Discord. Go ahead and register yourself as a boxer. And for some reason, my break screen is not. Let me go back to the exhibition. Break. There we go. For some reason, that was not calling up. We got a lot of things to fix on the stream tonight, but it's okay. Got to throw this whole stream out and start all over again, as per usual. With that being said, though,
so send me the new code when you have a minute. I'll send it to our next fighters. And so, by the way, our next fighters are going to be Ampy versus Volkanovski. Izzy, the last Stylebender, unfortunately has not responded. And has not responded all night. So I've been trying to ping him. So we are gonna swap out Volkanovski for him. After that, we got Clint versus Darky. We might need to slot in J Baka versus Lazy Gamer. J Baka needs to go early. Lazy Gamer is not here yet. He was expecting to fight later. So we're trying to see if we can align them. Otherwise, we might need a sub for that one, or we'll figure out what to do with it.
Okay, all good, man. All good. Yeah. So let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and message you here. You've got the new code, Solid?
All right. I see it.
Yeah. Riley, what's up? I'm back, by the way. It's been a while. You know what I'm saying? We're both back in a sense, in that case.
Did I miss interviews?
Yeah, no. We're about to go back into them. We just have to deal with some tech issues. So yeah, I think we can go back into post fights.
All right, we're good. Okay, great. So to get back into the post fight scene here. So we got Tynado and we got 3DS up. First of all, I'm gonna talk 3DS first. I gotta talk to 3DS first.
Yo,
3DS. It's been a hot minute, man. So long. You got a whole new avatar.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, we gotta get you a new picture, bro.
But yeah, I like the new servers, and I was just getting used to it. I'm still trying to like figure out the power and just the defense of it all. That's it.
Yeah, man. A lot of new toys to play with.
Tynado, like, yes, he's small, whatever, but like he's very active, like, and he's very calm, like in the pocket. Like, even though like I was so much like taller than him or like bigger, whatever, but like he was still calm in like those exchanges, and like while he was in my face, like it was definitely like, I don't know, his pressure was definitely like a problem.
Yeah, he's comfortable. Comfortable is what I would say. To like a dangerous extent, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Comfortable right in front of your face, ready
Like
to throw
an
hands.
Al type comfortable in your face.
Yeah, dude. And I tell people all the time, man, being short is not necessarily a disadvantage if you know how to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like if you get in,
Exactly.
you can cause a lot of problems
Always
for
get in
someone.
there.
Yeah, because you're like punching like at your chest at some point, right?
Exactly.
Trying to get that damage in. It's really disruptive.
You have a crazy center of mass. Like all you do is rotate your hips.
Yeah, and he's good. He's quick on his feet. I'm glad to see you back in the saddle, man. New server, new modes. What do you like the new numbers, the new damage numbers, being able to see your punishment bar? How's that doing for you?
Oh yes, that actually, like, I like it. Like
Yeah.
he got me, like I threw out a lazy jab and he like slipped it and like caught me with something.
Yeah.
My stun effect is on extreme, so like definitely
He's out there.
it definitely froze me for real. Like,
Discombobulated.
Right,
Yes.
throw up, pitching that off.
like, nah, I need it on extreme. It's like for like the most realism.
Yeah, nah, I put it on extreme too. I don't know. It makes me feel like, shit, I got rocked. I'm like, all right, maybe
Exactly.
this person
Exactly.
is. I gotta respect it more, you know. Well, it's good to see
And, like,
you
I
back,
just
man.
downloaded it.
Yeah.
I just downloaded it, so it was very like surprising to me when it happened. Like,
Yeah.
like, whoa.
Yeah. Well, I'm always happy to see the folks come back, man. I hope you jump in, get some more time in with PTC. We're gonna be back at it with the streams on Thursdays and Sundays. So definitely be on the lookout, man. Check out the new roster system that we have. You can go ahead and look up your stats and your card. Make sure your record is good. If the record isn't okay, there's a support ticket to fix that, and we're kind of going through and make sure everybody's record is good. But appreciate you for coming through, bro.
Yeah, they're
Absolutely.
GG's Tynado.
Yeah, speaking of, let's talk to the winner for the night. Tynado! Man, oh man. Behind the headset, looking as comfortable as ever, right? You couldn't see it on the stream, but you had a small version of you frozen in time. So there's two Tynados. Tynados and Mini NATO was there and causing all kinds of havoc, right? Whereas we were talking about...
you called him Tiny NATO. That was the...
Tiny NATO, that's what it was. I almost forgot my name for him. Yeah. Look, man, you're always so comfortable and very versatile. Like one of the things that stands out about you is like an extreme all-rounder, right? Like I feel like above average in everything, right? And that level of comfort was on display here today. New PTC, new environment. You're fighting a taller opponent. From your perspective, how was the fight?
You know, as I always wanted to work off the jab, I was finding a lot of openings, especially when he would throw that jab. Like, he was over-committing to it, and it's easy for me to slip, pivot, counter with the hook, and start doing all the work, you know?
Yeah.
Like I've been working on my footwork and stuff, and like I was just waiting. I wanted to work my footwork for fights like that, you know, where someone overcommits to a shot and just work on moving all around it, you know. But props to 3DS, you know.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, man. And look, focusing on you for a moment here. New tools, right? Where do you use the defense assist at all?
I try my best to use my movement, but you know, and depends on the situation. If I'm about to get knocked down, like it's kind of a last resort, you know. I mean, if I'm pressuring in, I mean, I'll use it quite a bit, but it kind of just depends on who I'm fighting.
Nice. Okay, so that's very interesting you say, and it's something I want people to take note of. I always hear that you got 3 ways to defend. You use your legs, you use your upper body, or you use your hands. And the hands should be the last line of defense, right? You should be using your legs to get out of the way, or then using your upper body to slip, roll, dive, pull back. And then if you can't do anything else, you've got your guard there as a last form of defense. So hearing that that's how you approach things naturally is very encouraging. So for those who are there, just take the little nuggets. I like to pull them out. You know what I'm saying? Leo, the creator, said Tynado gave him multiple trips to the Shadow Realm. That's how he. That's how he does, bro. Go ahead, Tynado.
But in my opinion, a good offense is the best defense, you know? Because being able to engage without getting hit, like just kind of how it goes, you know?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Because if you have a good offense or counter game, like they're not gonna want to throw punches because they're gonna get caught. You know?
Yeah, and they can see their damage now, so that's, I think, even more emotional damage. And you can say, "Dang, I'm in the red. What do I do?" And all you hear is "ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom," and you're like, "Ah, and you're down, right?"
I hate that sound.
It is so terrorizing. But it is one of those things that, like, in this game, we are developing. You don't have that pain and that impact to teach someone a lesson that says, "Hey, back up off me," or "Respect my power, respect my gangster." But you do have that ba-doom. You hit them with that a couple of times, you know what I mean? They'll back up off you.
You know, the something that really differs the game to IRL fighting is it's hard to respect someone's power in this game. Like, I don't know how many times 3DS was hitting me on his end, but I can tell you if I kept getting hit, like, I'd have to respect his power a little more, you know?
Yeah.
In VR boxing, you really can't respect power that much.
Yeah, I mean, a few of you guys have put this on display. Tynado, you, tonight, we could see it very, very clearly, right? When you're able to get that short-term punishment, hitting the red line very quickly, and they don't pay attention, it's an easy night for you. If they do pay attention, it's still an easy night for you, because now they're going to intentionally play passive, and they're going to react kind of in a way, right, where that damage or that pain would take place in real life, right? Clint Steele, Goatnado, yeah. Now, the other thing I want you to, just to keep in mind, too, you're already good at this, but we've just started noticing that the timing in which when you throw body shots in this game matters more than how much damage you put or how much body shots you throw. Because you redline somebody and then you back up off, they're like trying to recover, and you just throw body shots, free shots, and it sticks that redline damage. It doesn't let it recover. And then you can come back in your offense when on your time, and you have to work far less to get the knockdown than you did just trying to blitz them. So there it is. Tynado, Solly just posted it. Mini Nado, Tiny Nado, and Tynado. This man out here on some Naruto Kagebushin. Oh man. All right, well, look, fellas, I appreciate y'all coming through. We're going to go on and move on to the next fight. You're going to keep it moving and grooving for the night. Like I said, Tynado, you're already essentially in the draft, like I already told you before. Like, you should have been on that list from the get-go. So we're going to continue with the draft. Tynado is one of the folks who's helping me out with the draft, guys. So, I'm looking forward to seeing what this competition brings, and hopefully give it a stage for the people who are just more ready and more well-known or ready for this kind of work. So looking forward to seeing what everybody brings to the ranked table. And with that being said, though, folks, let's go on ahead and head on to the next fight. All right. And we have, did we ever give...
Volkanovski and Ampy. I don't know if they're in the right corners.
I'm going to switch them. I got it. Don't worry about it. Yep. And who do we have up on commentary for this one?
So I do actually have to go. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good, no, Contour. It's always a vibe when you're able to pull up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up. Or if you want to talk about ranked and stuff, man. I definitely would love some feedback. And as always, I always like to ping people with thoughts before we start everything off. But yeah, good to hear your voice, bro.
Yes, well, bro. Appreciate it.
All right, take it easy. All right, Solid, who do we have up?
We got Ampy and Volkanovski.
Ampy and Volkanovski. All right, who do we have up on commentary?
Looks like me, Jay, you on for this one, or is it?
Yeah.
All right. Me and you, and then I think
There's
you're
no
going to
stream.
be. You and Lazy are going to be the next fight.
All right.
There's no stream.
No stream in the Discord, or did YouTube mess up again?
Discord.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's because I closed the thing. I wanted to close it so people wouldn't get the code.
Man, okay, all right. Leo, the creator, said the sidestep with the 3-piece was the gold highlight. Man, that thing. Man, I tell you, man, Tynado can put together those combinations, bro.
Now, hard for me to say, right? Like, in a lot of ways, that's fight of the night material. I don't know if the mini me made it or broke it for me, right? Where
no, not fight of the night at all. Just a nice gold highlight, right?
Yeah.
Not definitely not fight of the night, right? But because mini me, I agree with you. It kind of sullied the thing. But let's go ahead and head over to the tail of the tape. We've got Ampy in the blue corner taking on Volkanovski in the red corner. Both of these VR boxers fighting in the room scale, room space. Ampy coming in from NA Central, Volkanovski NA East, right? Ampy coming in at 5 foot 11 inches tall, Volkanovski 5 foot 8 inches tall. Both of these VR boxers in that 1501 to 2000 ELO range. We got Solly on the mic. We got Jay Baka on the mic. This should be a good fight, guys.
Oh, chat's undefeated. All right, this should be a good one. Ampy here, both of them rocking the green and white shorts. Ampy in the blue corner with the hair. His opponent coming in looking like Volkanovski, bald and bearded.
About 5'6" also.
Yeah, he's got that short king energy. I like the people like pick fighters that are like in their weight class.
Yeah,
Ooh,
like,
Ampy,
I could be like John Jones.
Ampy is one of those people who's got the hands in this patch.
Oh.
Volkanovski does too, though.
Oh, there's a nice jab from Volk. That very Volk suiting the jab.
And he's fighting. You can see him. He's got that MMA fighter style, right? He doesn't like to. He pops up the high guard occasionally, but he likes his hands a little bit lower, a little bit freer. And you know, the downside, what you lose in defense of like you create more openings for yourself. You create an offense, the ability to kind of hit from weird angles that boxers aren't expecting.
Yeah, it's very unorthodox.
See, Boggy was good,
Trying
bro.
to win that right hand. Oh, there's another nice jab from Volk.
We got ourselves another good match.
Volk trying to get a clench in, trying to smother him. Maybe looking for an inside trip. Oh, that's a nice rear. Oh! Ampy's hurt bad. Another jab.
Ampy's in trouble. But the thing is, every time one of them gets a big hit, the other one responds, right? And so they end up just kind of slugging it out.
Yeah.
And really quickly back up. High damage. Ampy's in danger. And it feels like
nice jab.
Close, yeah, it feels like when you're close, just don't stop throwing those hands.
Yeah. Oh, Ampy fires back. Trying to look for a double heg.
And now, something interesting about this PTC, right? I'm curious, and we've heard it with some of the commentary around the PTC, that it nerfs certain defensive styles, right? Like if your hands are kind of low, like an MMA fighter, you're not getting the most out of the guard assist on the hooks or around the face.
Yeah, but I will say that if you're trying to be a long-range boxing, in my opinion, is probably the best style in this game, or mid-range boxing, like very similar to maybe Killer Cam. I'll tell you, the Cam XL smoking them, that style of fighting in this game is forever gonna be just probably the elite style. Mid-range boxing, high guard, it's gonna work. It's hard to beat.
Ooh, good use of the clinch to save Volkanovski there. He was taking heavy damage. But you know, you're right? Like it's that style of being able to do everything. It'll never not be good, right? If you can switch it up with long-range boxing, if you can brawl in the middle. Last couple of seconds, Volkanovski just trying to stay alive. He's running. He's getting a warning, but that warning is better than a point deduction for or than a knockdown.
Yeah,
and that was the first warning. Let's just think about that. That was the first warning we've heard in a long time.
Remember the damage system? They just call everything, and it was just torture and chaos.
It was just torture and chaos. And then the era before that was the ref just wanted to see blood in every battle. But the one thing I will say about this match, though, is we look at these replays here. Very interesting what I wanted to see what Ampy was going to do, because Ampy has had this very unorthodox style where he doesn't blitz you down. It almost looked like he was looking for counter shots or weird angles at times. And this time around, getting to see what kind of damage he can throw out. It's very interesting to see what you guys are seeing, where one time Ampy would be up, one time Volkanovski would be up. They go back and forth, tit for tat. But then at the end there, wow, the setups were insane. I thought Volkanovski was going to just disappear.
Yeah, but overall, the damage in that round pretty even. So even though Ampy was getting the best of it at the end there, Volkanovski is still in this fight. damage is not too far away from him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but now it is. That was a nice shot by Ampy.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. I think Ampy's got the advantage, but if he's reckless, Volkanovski can tag him up and rack up that damage just as quick. But it feels like Ampy's kind of a punch ahead of him.
Yeah. You know what I want to see? I want to see Volk go back to that jab.
Trav with the rose. Appreciate it, Trav.
That was nice from Volk. Oh, Volk's landing nice now. Oh, but he's getting caught.
It's become a slugfest in round 2.
Oh, no. You hate to see it happen.
Look at the scorecards.
Hey, Trav, I appreciate it. It's my first time back in weeks, man. Just recovered from some surgery, so it's been great to see the love, people coming back, you know what I'm saying, showing love, you know what I'm saying. Oh, that's you, Bank. Ha, 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 ha. What's good, Bank? Yeah.
Yeah, Ampy, let us know what happened there.
Hey, Sib, appreciate it, bro. Thank you for that feedback. Always appreciate it. I'm not sure what is going on with the replay system. The round replays playing the audio back while slow-mo's overlapping the commentary. Thank you so much. A huge W for that. Let me go back and actually make that adjust. Thank you so much. See, that's why I like people who watch the stream and be like, hey, bro, fix that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm trying out some new things here. So our replay system was redone earlier today. So still working out the kinks on that one. I wonder if it's on post-fight as well.
Is it me and Lazy next?
I think so.
Yes.
That's not on there. It's definitely in round break, I think.
We need to see if these guys are, if we're getting another fight out of these guys, or another round out of them. Because we have Ampy winning round 1 by 1400 to 11.
Yeah.
No knockdowns, and then round 2 we didn't really get far enough to get any stats.
And what was the reason for it's not working, or how did it go down? There it is.
Wi-Fi disconnected for like half a second. Mine does that too.
Okay.
I think we just run it with 2 rounds and see if we can get it out of there. But if it fails again, we'll give it to Volk by DQ basically.
Okay. Yo, of course. Yeah. For sure. Hey, yo. Sib, you know the struggle, bro.
So rejoin real quick. We'll shift the rounds down to 2, and we'll run that back again.
Hey, Sib, I'm down. DM me. I've got as everybody will let you know, I've got a weird schedule. But DM me, bro. If you're trying to do some stuff, let me know. Because I know whenever I hit trend up, I feel very bad because I know like the Aussie time and the EU, NA East time is so far apart. I'd be like, dang, it's a nice breezy time for me, but it trends so good. He'll be answering my messages at like 4 in the morning his time. I don't know how he sleeps, but yeah, definitely we'll have to chop it up, man. And jump on. You know what I'm saying? If my Volkanovski says, but it's done and my Wi-Fi, I use it in the house. So I think we're gonna give that to Volkanovski. It looks like.
1 second.
All right, we're still working it out.
Saying my controller dies, yo.
Yeah.
That'd be funny if his controller died immediately after. I want to see if they can just run it back with 2.
If it can't be ran back, we'll want to do this again next week. We'll rule this as a no contest tie. Yeah, Sib, absolutely, man, definitely. Like I said, DM me, bro.
You guys are both on stage. If you guys want to unmute to help us with,
Yeah, my game isn't opening. I'm trying.
We can always save this match and run it back because I think this was a good match.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Okay, let's do it as a draw, Solly, and then we'll run it back next week.
Sounds
yeah,
good to
I
me.
don't mind it either.
Yeah.
All right.
Ampy, I will say one thing. Extensions could be the cause because I also have one, and it messes with any like Wi-Fi. Like once you add it to your headset, I think it messes with like. It does something. I know it does something.
Yeah, I've tried. Like, I can connect to my other Wi-Fi just straight through the router. It's done in every house I go to, any Wi-Fi I connect to. It's just like a one-time thing. It usually happens, and then for the rest of the session, I'm usually fine, but it'll just be like half a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll place that one. We'll place that one as a no contest right there, because that one, you know what I'm saying, didn't even really get past. So we're not even going to put the records on that one, Solly. Yeah, we're just going to do a no contest. All right, next up, we got Clint versus Darky.
No, we're going to try to get Jay Baka versus Lazy Gamer.
Oh, yeah.
And
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
So, yeah, you guys, I know you were expecting, so let's kick Ampy, and then we'll give them both a minute to get in there. And let me also just check through the rest of the roster. So we got up next Jay Baka versus Lazy Gamer. After that, we're going back through the rest.
Nice. All right, got him. There he is. Lazy just jumped in, and we have gotta switch him up. Set to the current match. All right.
Jay Baka or Lazy Gamer? Everyone who's left in the chat, guys. Who do you think it's going to be?
This one's gonna be tough, you know. And it's new patch, new PTC. You never know what's gonna happen. I think it's gonna be me and you on commentary for this one, right?
I think so, because Jay was our only other commentator, and he's fighting.
I'll commentate while I fight.
No, bro, no, you do it to yourself. I've tried it. It's rough. All right, let's go to the tail of the tape real quick. All right, next up, we got Jay Baka taking on Lazy Gamer. Jay Baka and Lazy Gamer both in stationary room space, both fighting by way of North America East. Jay Baka fighting at 5'9" tall. Lazy Gamer 5'8" tall. Jay Baka, man, 2,500 plus elo, still an online shark. So as far as the self-reporting goes, Lazy Gamer though 1,501 to 2,000. So the elos might be a little bit deceptive, but I think we're all going to be in for a really good time. Solly, how you feeling about this match?
Veterans, they have very different styles, and as we always say, styles make fights. Lazy Gamer rocking the black shorts, Jay Baka getting the black and gold back as best as he can.
They robbed us. They robbed us, Jay.
He's mad about his pants. I get it.
Look, me too, man. We got ants in our pants. We need our colors back. All right, round number 1 underway. Jay Baka in the brighter yellow, and already putting in some good damage there, racking up some quick short-term punishment, but Lazy Gamer responds in kind. Dang! 63 on the hook. I mean, Jay Baka is having some very surprising power, Solly.
Very much so. Lazy Gamer not doing too bad himself, but I think it's what we've seen, and we've kind of seen it in previous versions, but now we finally have the numbers to back it up, right? Some people are hitting 30, some people are hitting 60, and when you're trading with someone like that, you just can't stay in very long. Trying the turnaround punch.
That was snappy, too.
Ooh, don't get cocky, Jay.
Yeah.
Getting caught a couple of times there.
It might have cost him. You gotta really kind of lean into, you know, when you're comfortable and your opponent's tired before you start turn punching. I mean, that's some big confidence coming in from Jay Baka.
I feel, and these guys are just exchanging heavy blows. I don't even see anything like below the 30 range, let alone in the 20s. Most of these things are hitting like for big hits.
Yeah, it's admirable to see the kind of damage that these fighters are able to put out. And even though it's PTC, even though the damage is boosted, again, as an everyday average normal Saiyan, you know, like this is pretty much fun to watch and see, like, just how much damage being thrown out, man. Jay is averaging about, I would say, 45 to 50.
I think so. Now, this is interesting, right? They both had a big moment to recover there. And with the damage, with the punishment bars, right, we can really clearly see who was kind of wasting momentum, right? Where it's like Jay had a lot more damage. Lazy recovered all of his and then was waiting, you know, a kind of a half bar too late, where he could have been kind of optimizing it if he had gone back in.
No, 100%. And I think the bars are just going to raise the IQ level of the scene in general, right? Dang, another 76er there. Lazy Gamer stunned. He's now on the defensive.
And also, like, to the point for those who are like, it's not realistic. IRL, right, you would get some feedback when you punch somebody, knowing at least the quality of your own punch, right? You might not know how much damage exactly it did to that, but any boxer will tell you can absolutely feel the difference between a light tap and a good hit.
And someone looks hurt. They don't have a static face that doesn't change. You hit them hard, they're gonna wince. They're gonna feel it. You see it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, when Haney lands a good shot, he smiles because he knows it stung. He knows you're hurting, right? You literally have to work on putting on a brave face to deceive the other person, right? So I think that, again, it's a video game, guys. Like, and this is probably one of the best things to have happened to this video game.
This has been a competitive round one. Both fighters staying alive with some close calls.
Very close calls. I mean, overall, I think Jay comes away with that overall. It looked pretty even as far as the hands, the amount of punches that were being thrown between the two of them. But, yeah, there we go. It's fixed now. But, I mean, overall, just very much surprised at how much damage Jay Baka is able to get out of those punches just consistently. Man. That's where I need the IRL camera to come in, so we can match the IRL footage with what they're putting out, and the complete picture's gonna be there. I mean, even Jay going for a big turnaround punch there for 48. The turnaround punch landed for 48. Or I can't even land like a Superman punch for 48. Need to get my life together.
We gotta work on a special move for you. We need like the Superman punch.
No, I just need to work on not dying. Once I master that, if I can make 3 rounds without dying, then we're good. All right, speaking of rounds, here we are, round number 2 underway. Jay Baka with the yellow trunks, Lazy Gamer with the black, and you know, starting off the round strong. Now Jay Baka starting off this round in a good position, right? He's got the long-term damage built up, and already in a quick salvo, the short-term damage is there. Now Jay, if he could just take his own advice and go to the body a little bit. Oh my God! Out of nowhere!
That was so quick!
Out of nowhere!
I didn't even feel like the damage bar racked up that quick. That was just 2 or 3 clean punches.
Yeah, that was insane. Lazy Gamer, what's in those gloves? Somebody check those things, because they wouldn't hitting like that.
I turned Jay on him a little bit. His fires are lit. He does not want to go down like that.
The urgency is there. Jay knows that he's asking to stand on business now. He's real serious. Dang, Jay wants to put damage in, and wow. See, you don't give a boxer what they want. They ask to stand on business, you take 2 big steps back and say, nah, bro. You know what he wanted. He was definitely, oh man, he was definitely desperate for that, and it was handed to him on a silver platter. But crazy enough, Solly, with enough time to double up on this knockdown. He's still building up long-term damage there. Jay could score another knockdown here, hitting like that.
But what we're seeing is it doesn't matter if you're behind on damage. If you can make if you can take advantage of the right moments, you can easily drop somebody.
Yeah, this is very reassuring. Very reassuring. Mr. Happy, what's the Discord? I got you here in a bit, bro.
And what do we say, man? Styles make fights. These two have been going back and forth in all sorts of different ways. Brawling, outboxing, styling on each other. This has been a great match already. Everyone's trying to come back to the super return for, fight of the night rewards.
It's been good. It's been good. A couple of people. Mr. Happy, I'm going to get you a link here as soon as I can. I'm running the stream. Should be just either after this round or another one. Kashmir Gaming says, why do people prefer to fight on the public test channel? Kashmir, we're going to answer that after this fight. That's going to be worth a bit of a discussion. But just stay tuned. This fight is only 3 rounds, so we're going to get to that here in a bit.
And right now we've had what was started out as the explosive round 2 has really tamed down a little bit. We're looking at outboxing now. Both of them, a lot of respect for each other's power.
I mean, they've already tasted the mat between the both of them, you know, in a mouthful of mat, it will set you straight, you know what I'm saying? Take from that what you will. But it's something when you know somebody has the ability to knock you down. The game has high stakes now, right? You're not just in it. You can't, there's no ha-ha, kiki, no nothing, right? Yeah, you laugh too much, you get put down. And good on Jay for having the sense of awareness and presence of mind to say, no, I need to stand and bang, like, right now. That's what really put him back in this match for real. Because if Lazy Gamer wanted to play a nice runaway game, you know, that first knockdown, Jay went straight out the ring, right? The second knockdown, Jay asked, like, he's like, hey, man, stand on business. And Lazy Gamer obliged, and just the absolute barrage, you know, that came down after that was absolutely brutal. And it's one of those things where I think this is the era where we see that the intelligence level of the average VR boxer goes up, right? But we're starting round number 3 though, Solly. Lazy Gamer in a world of hurt. That long-term punishment bar, man, it is, there's nothing left in the tank, right?
Now, this is an interesting point, right? Did he win round 2? Because that damage, a lot of it's from round 1. And Jay Baka's bar did go up, but he did return a knockdown, and he returned a lot of fire. So that could be 2 rounds in Jay's favor, or they could have split it.
I mean, either way, the damage is definitely on the side of young Jay Baka here. And Jay now, renewed confidence after that knockdown, knows that he's still in this fight. And already, Lazy Gamer looking hurt. You could see, I could just feel the tunnel vision. Oh my God! Jay with the spin. I thought he was going to spin into an uppercut. That would have been crazy. 46 on the lead hand there. Whoa!
Jay's landing.
Yeah, I don't think Lazy Gamer wants any more of this, man. I think it's about time.
He's feeling a little bit lazy. No, this is the thing, right? You can't get infuriated by that, because if you go in on a fight after you've taken like a 60 damage shot, you're playing with so little of, you know, your bar, right?
Yeah.
You're very likely to get knocked down permanently.
And that's the thing about that intelligence that I was talking about, right? You have to be more cerebral with the game now, especially now that your opponent can literally see you bleeding out, right? And your damage is more obvious to them than it is to you. Ooh, Jay coming in with a nice overhand there. You know,
and that's an interesting thing, right? Because that's not quite true. In any boxing match, you know how much damage is coming through to you. And you get an idea of it, but I think it creates kind of a realistic thing of like, oh, I'm taking a few hits. Am I being a little bit too aggressive, right? Like I'm gonna get dropped pretty quickly, versus kind of sensing like I'm not at my peak. Let me recover.
Yeah. Now, see me, when I'm playing, I'm always like, dang, I took a big shot. I know I'm gonna start using my legs more, and I'm gonna try to recover. Right? I'm gonna try to make you miss, and I'm not gonna throw any wild punches because again, I don't want to get caught and make my situation much worse, right? And I hope to tire you out in the same time, or at least waste the clock a little bit.
Right. The purpose of my punches are just to get you away. I'm not trying to knock you out or anything. I just need you to respect my space.
But good on Lazy Gamer though. Lazy Gamer now, the tempo is now with him. He's able to. I'm seeing him defend a lot more. Good pull there. Good. Not landing on Jay Baka, but he had the right idea. Now
Jay using the space very well, honestly.
But this entire time, man, Lazy Gamer's just been on life alert. Oh, chasing Jay. There we go. Jay's hurt. He's stunned. Both of them hurt. Who's gonna go in? 3 seconds left on the clock. Will anyone pull the trigger?
And both go out punching, but standing. I think that's going to be Jay's match.
That was tense. We got to talk about this PTC stuff afterwards, too. So a good question came in from Kashmir Gaming. And the winner of this match is Jay Baka.
9, 10, 9, 10, 9.
With the W. With the W. Not surprised, though. I mean, I think Jay's performance overall was better for what I saw, right? Making a lot of good use. I mean, again, the damage returns there at the end was really what told it all. Taking a look at it, 27-30, 10-9 all the way through for Jay Baka, right? Both with 1 knock apiece. Looking at the damage, Jay Baka coming in with 4,795 to 3,218, right? 1666 to 1218 for the first round, which was the closest round that we had. After that, it was 1607 to 982, and that was the round that Lazy Gamer actually got the knockout. I think it was his strongest round, was round number 2. Huge damage disparagement there, and then 1522 to 1018. We're gonna go ahead and let these boxers unmute so we can find out what's really going on behind the headset. Fellas, whenever you're ready, let me know. I'm in solid. Let's see if we can get the Jay Baka, Lazy Gamer. Jay Baka wins that by decision. Baka, let me go ahead and give you your flowers, Brody. All right, so we got Jay Baka on the mic. Jay, let me talk to you first because you're already unmuted. All right.
Yeah.
Now, Jay. All right.
What's up?
There were so many opportunities where you could have taken your own advice. You had this man on the red line, kept headhunting. And in my mind, I'm like, I don't want to say this because Jay already knows. Throw some jabs to the body, bro. Stick the red on him. Let it stick on him. You had enough power in a quick succession combo to put this man in the red line. All you had to do is back up, throw a shot, feint, get him to open up, keep him there, and then go in for the same thing it would have went down. I think that Lazy literally gave you the second round, right? Because you said stand on business. He said right here, and then you just beat him down. And I was like, oh, man. No, they fell for the psychology. But overall, man, I mean, rounds 1 and 3, dominating performance, man. I don't know if you were surprised about how much damage your individual shots did, but I was definitely surprised seeing the numbers, man. First round, it looked like to me you had an average of 45 to 50, right? There were 60s flying, there was 40s flying, you know what I'm saying? How did you feel about your performance here today, Jay?
I feel like I could have done better, I've beat this guy in the past in this league. I TKO'd him before. It's funny that you mentioned the power. My hardest punch was in UBA. It's a whopping 154.
What?
Yeah, I have a screenshot of it. But I do feel like he overall I feel like his power was better whenever he landed cleanly. He definitely gave me a harder fight than the last time we fought.
Yeah, definitely much improved from what I remember last time. And again, even though his spikes were not as big this time around, he was at least keeping consistent. And again, that second round knockdown, you could not tell by the punishment system bars that you were going to get knocked down. I don't know what happened there, but it just looked like it came out of nowhere. So kudos to him for him being able to even pull that off. But like I said, big congrats to you for getting the dub anyway, bro. And as always, you already know I want to see you in ranked, you know what I'm saying? So
yep.
Yeah, and we've heard your opinions on ranked before, but just to state for the record, I mean not ranked, but PTC, how are you feeling about PTC, overall, yay or nay on the new things, and if there's anything you would change, what would you change?
I feel like live feels great right now. I think that no offense to you guys, I think all cards should be hosted on live up until the full release of the PTC, because I feel like PTC is more of a testing system instead of like the actual ranked fighting system that you're supposed to be using. But yeah, I do like the number system that they put up. I would prefer that they kept that in the game.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's got to stay. I mean, it's been unanimous this all the way through. Like, active guard, guard assist, it helps those who it helps, and thank God that you don't have to do it. But I think the numbers definitely work out for sure. Appreciate it as always, Jay. Definitely hop back in on commentary whenever you can. Let's go ahead and talk to Lazy Gamer. Lazy Gamer, where you at, bro?
You think they'll let me get away with putting the horseshoes in the gloves anyway?
Hey, round 2 definitely had some kind of like you were holding quarters or something, man. And that's one of the big things that I wanted to talk about. One, first of all, overall, how did you feel about your performance against Jay today? Did you feel like you did better than usual, or were you happy or disappointed? Let me know.
Honestly, I'm not surprised. Jay Baka, I know that guy. Okay, like you said, I fought that guy before. I did get toppled onto the floor here and there. I knew that it was gonna be a tough fight. I'm not surprised with how it went out, but I am very happy with not getting TKO.
Yeah, look, hey, that's an improvement. That's a W in my book, right? You also had a nice knockdown in the second round. And from your perspective, I just wanted to talk about it, bro. Like, were you surprised by that knockdown? Because I know we all were.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I don't know if you guys saw it, but that was a clean 106, I think.
Ooh, miracles do
And that
happen,
was like,
man. Wow. I would say, no. Go ahead, go, bro. Because I was about to say miracles do happen because he was nowhere near ready to go down, and you just blasted him through the ropes.
I know, exactly. I was about to say, that was the first 100 that I know of that I've ever scored in Thrill the Fight 2. I will say that I'm trying to work on getting like a very nice liver shot. This just proved that everything I'm doing right now is paying off because 106, he did not see the liver shot coming at all. But then again, I also didn't see a punch coming to my head, so I guess we're a little bit even on that.
Yeah.
But either way, that was a very, very nice knockdown that I scored.
Yes, no, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. The only thing that the rest of the fight is the rest of the fight. The only thing that you did wrong was when he said stand on business, you walked up. And I'm like, nah, if somebody says stand on business and I just got the knockdown, you're going to have to overextend and come over here. I'm getting some counter shots in. You're going to have to come and chase me, sir. But outside of that, bro, it was an entertaining fight. You know what I'm saying? Love to see the improvements. And like I always say, man, L stand for lessons. And you've been learning, bro. So keep it up and keep moving forward.
I know, last remark that I'll make, I wasn't trying to stand on anything or prove myself. I'm pretty sure after getting the knockdown, I just thought a little bit too much, like, yeah, you know what? I think I could probably do it again. And it's not like he's going to get a stun and then immediately knock me down with a punch I can't even see. And then about 15 seconds later, you see me get knocked down with a punch I can't even see.
Yeah. It always ends up like that, doesn't it? You're like, it'll never happen, and that's when it happens. That we call it the commentator's curse because we say it on the mic, and it happens all the time. But now we know it goes on in the boxers' heads. Everybody's cursing themselves.
Exactly. Anyway, I can't wait for next Sunday. I'm very glad that you're back, Super.
Thank you, bro.
And one more thing. Are we going to be doing, like, videos? Like, what's the schedule on that? I know you got, like, tons of footage to work with here.
So here's the thing with the video footage. I've tried my best to find editing support that I can rely on. I just haven't been able to find anyone to do it. So I'm trying to figure things out. So my plan for this week is probably just take 3 of the better of the fights that were recorded. Everything else is going to be on VOD. I'll start putting those videos out, and maybe I'm working basically on trying to get to some highlight videos like, the best moments of the card and things like that. Shorter form content, because I think people really aren't as interested in just watching solo fights as they used to be when the game first came out. So all videos are going to be up on VODs as best as we can. This week's a little jank because YouTube's acting a little funny. Check Twitch for the VOD, and then we're going to sit down with the commentator team and ask them what were their 3 favorite fights of the night. We'll try to get those fights out as separate videos and then try to do more highlight footage and conversational pieces around the fight. Something I'm trying to work on, but these things are just easier for me to edit until I get somebody who's like really down to be an editor. But until then, we'll try to make it do what it do.
I will say that I am a big fan of watching the full fights, but then again, always got the VOD.
Yes.
I'll be sure to check out those highlights. I know I'm going to be seeing myself on there. Joking, don't.
Well, look, if we get more people to be interested in the fights, man, I'll definitely have more reason to put them all out. We just saw that for me, it was a lot of energy spent putting the fights out. Nobody was really watching them. And I'm like, you know what? It's better spent building the systems for the Discord and make sure the events run well, make sure the stream's good. So it's all a matter of like what the feels like, shows me that it's worthwhile putting time and effort into. So yeah,
because the Discord's where the home's at, you know.
Yeah, I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Discord is where the core is. It's where the homies at. I want you guys to have a good experience. And as you've seen, we've already got like tons of stuff. We got a back end system. We got fighter profiles now. We've got the card system. you know, where the stream's getting better. You know, we're getting the rank system up. So, you know, improvements where we can. You know, that's basically where I'm at. But I appreciate you for asking, bro. We're gonna go ahead and get on to the next fight. All right, so Solly, who do we got next?
Corner. We got Clint and Darky. We're gonna swap the. We got to swap the corners, but otherwise they are both ready. And then after that, we're gonna finish up the night with Bank Has Been Robbed versus Stari, Person versus Random Wolf, and then a Ghost versus King Sniper. Dancing Panda had a controller battery die, so swapped out.
It's all good. It's all good. And fun fact, I'm gonna be Dancing Panda had got a shipping container to boxing. And he said sometimes some people walk by his house and wonder what he's doing. And I told him he should just put the thrill of the fights on a projector on the side of the trailer.
Yeah.
So people could just watch him, right? And I was thinking about putting it out in my garage when I'm out there. And so I'm like, yeah, if anybody wants help with like setting up projector stuff or anything like that, I know he's asked me. I'm down to lend some of my knowledge and help him out, you know, so people can see people throwing hands. Mr. Happy said, hey man, is everyone on the stream fighting? So Mr. Happy, how it works is we have all the fighters on the card for tonight. Let me go and bring up the bracket here again. Everybody who's on this card for tonight, right? They are registered 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They're all either fought already or are waiting, right? And so these are all the people who make up the fights on the stream for every card, whether it's an exhibition card like this, where we're just kind of like testing things out, doing low stakes battles, or in the future when we have ranked cards. You know, that's basically how it works. So when you get into the Discord, Mr. Happy, just say, hey, I'm new. I'm trying to figure out how to get into events. And one of our ref team, another member of the Discord, myself or Solly, will be quickly there to help you out. All right. And with that being said, folks, me and Solly back at it once again. Or is Jay Baka around this time? I'm not 100% sure. Gotcha. Okay. Bet. All right, so it's me and you for the rest of the night, it seems. So Clint Steele, all right, Mr. Happy says I'm in Discord, I'm in the call. Is Prophet here still? Hey, Prophet, can you help? Can you help? There's a new guy, Mr. Happy. He's in the Discord. Mr. Happy, say what's up in the chat if you're here. Help him register himself as a fighter, and then you know, if you got any questions, Mr. Happy, Prophet will definitely be happy to help pretty much anybody here. There he is, Mr. Happy. All right, welcome to Ringside VR, Mr. Happy. All right, let's get on to this next fight. Tail of the tape time. We got Clint Steele in the blue corner taking on Darky in the red corner. Both of these VR boxers fighting in the room scale play space. Both VR boxers fighting by way of North America West. Clint Steele coming in at 5'8" tall. Darky coming in at 5'9" tall. Clint Steele on that 2,500 plus elo, and so is Darky. This promises to be an absolutely good fight. Last time we saw these two fighters fight, or last time we saw Clint Steele fight, he landed a 100 damage uppercut, which was absolutely insane. I've been telling him for the longest that lead uppercut is absolutely devastating. Darky, though, out to prove himself today, saying in the chat he's got to prove himself. So we're going to see what Darky's about to bring to the table on this one, Solly.
Yeah, well, right now chat is a little bit smaller right now because it's later in the night, but 100% for Clint.
100%.
So Darky here coming in as a big underdog.
That's why you say he's got to prove himself. Y'all going to doubt me? Don't doubt these hands.
But both of these guys, high-level fighters, right? This is actually a bit of a preview for people who are thinking like, what is, you know, the top-level competition at Ringside look like? What's the rank league going to look like? It's going to be fights of this caliber, right? These guys know what they're doing. They're athletic. They know the game, and they've put hours into it. It's not going to be easy to keep up with them.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting, man. And we see already Clint with an early advantage in the skirmish, racking up a little bit more damage. Clint looking for that lead body uppercut. Clint, of course, fighting southpaw. Would love to see him kind of circling out to his right side, fighting for the outside.
Ooh, Clint's finding some stuff.
See, and
oh,
wow!
That's the knowledge of knowing you're close. Just go a few more punches.
I'm so glad that I held my tongue there, right? Because I was going to say, for as many punches that were thrown, Clint Steele did not have a lot of numbers flying off of Darky's body. But then again, at the end, it's just, wow, the Clint Steele Blitz Rush actually works in this version.
And that's the thing. That would have triggered anti-spam for him, right? So his numbers were smaller. He wasn't getting the most of the damage he could. He wasn't getting any counter damage.
Dark's on the case, though.
Like in a real fight, if you just sit there and you take a barrage of punches, you will go down, and enough of them did add up to do damage, right? Like, you're not going to block everything.
Now, in this turntables event here, Clint's now finding himself with the damage racked up, and I like what Darksy's doing. He's doing your technique, right? He's just landing a few shots, trying to keep that recovery from going down too much. And there it is. There's the body shots. It keeps you hurt.
It works. It works. Body shots are real again. I can't be happier.
Yeah, because that's your main thing, man.
I'll say this, right, for these catches. It's not a perfect fighting system, right? For anyone who's like coming in, I want, authentic boxing or even like a perfectly balanced game. It's not quite there yet. But what they did put in, right, are options. There's different play styles. There's like much more freedom to try to be defensive, offensive, to be, going for the body, right? Like it added more of what is in boxing, which is like a complicated chess match.
Yeah. Ooh, 81 from Clint Steele, and down goes Darky.
Clint is dominating right now. Chat was right to vote for him.
I mean, Clint Steele has never looked better. Like, a lot, and there's still certain things that are going down that are against Clint, right? And I always say this, it's something I really feel like for how he punches in real life, and you guys have seen his YouTube channel, you guys have seen him throw punches, you've seen him in IRL cameras, the damage doesn't translate. When I see those 81s, I'm like, finally, the game has figured out that was what Clint Steele was throwing, right? In his first knockdown, he probably threw 1,000,000 shots, and I only saw, I'm looking at the replay right now, only 2 numbers actually landed.
Right. But then that second it's great, right? Those 2 knockdowns were a perfect example of the 2 different ways to get knockdowns in here. Either they're close at their punishment and you just do whatever you need to get that last bit across the finish line, or you time perfectly good high damage shots in not just one, unless you can hit 100 damage, but an 80 and a 60 right at one after another, that's putting you down.
Yeah. All right, round number 2 though underway. Darky starting off with that extreme punishment, man. Evidence that the damage that Clint Steele has put on has not quite healed, but Clint Steele not out there scot-free either. Darky was able to actually rack up some damage, and I like what Darky's new approach is right now, really targeting the body of Clint Steele.
Again, different options are finally available.
Now, and you notice here, Solly, when you see him just going for body shots, they're not racking up that short-term punishment, right? So it really, in my mind, solidifies that body shots is something to stick damage to someone that you've already accumulated.
Yes. 100%, right? It doesn't need, you can get knockouts with knockdowns with body shots, but it really is. It's a free, low-risk shot to keep their damage meter high.
Stare down. I mean,
this is in favor of Clint. He's got the knockdowns and he's got the damage. So if this drags on in a slower fight, he's just going to win on the scorecards.
Yeah, and there really is no need for him to do anything more than maintain in this round, right? Stay busy, stay active, recover your physical stamina, and then get more information on your opponent, right? Right now he's desperate. Learn his patterns. Think about, the next time he does this, nice bolo uppercut there. Misses, though. But it's Clint Steele with a heavy flurry right afterwards. At this point in time, it's like, dang, okay, Clint, I see you out here with the big numbers.
And this is the thing, right? You make an interesting note about stamina. With the fact that you can see how the damage is accumulating on your opponent, the only thing that you can hide is how much stamina you have left, both in the moment and overall for the whole fight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only level of deception, really. Nice shoulder roll there by
You can
Clint.
be like, was he putting everything he had into those punches, or does he still have gas in the tank, right? Is he someone who can throw 100 matches for the whole, like 100 punches every minute, or is he
good shots from Darky, though? Yeah, no, I feel you on that one, Solly, man. I mean, and that's going to be, again, the intelligence of the boxers has to go up. But as we get into this next round, Darky, though, I've seen individual shots from Darky landing in the 60s, 58s more than once, right? But Clint has just been constant with the pressure.
Very constant, very thorough. And again, he's just doing exactly what he needs in the moment of the fight to win the fight, right? He doesn't need to be chasing a knockdown. He doesn't even need to be chasing damage, right? He is coasting. So every time that Darcy backs out, he's like, that's fine. I don't need to knock you out. But I can if you stay in and make a mistake. Darcy saving himself with that clinch. Oh, the punishment, just beating him down.
We're going to have to call that one the steel rush, right? Not the gold rush, the steel rush. Because if you crumple up in front of Clint Steele, he's going to give you those lunch money punches like a bully on the courtyard, man. To the body, the body, the body. And that's how he got the first knockdown, right? And you're right, Clint did not have to put on the gas as much as he did. It's a good thing that he did because Darky came to play, but again, just enough to maintain. I think Clint won on points in that round, right? And now it put Darky in a very tough situation for round number 3. A lot of room for mistakes for round number 3. Now Clint, he's got to close, right? If he's got to not make any mistakes. This is Darky's opportunity to steal this match from under Clint's nose, right? If Clint gets too careless in round number 3, which has happened before, right? Darky could come back with a major upset.
Yeah. And what we've learned about this, right, is you don't need that many punches to get an upset. If you can keep that damage meter high, let's say like you throw 200 punches in a 3-minute round, right? Like that's pretty high, but like, let's say you do it. You only need to throw like 10 within like a 4-second period to get that knockdown, right?
Ooh, the barrage, the steel rush. The steel rush, holy shit. Oh, I thought it was going to go down. I thought it was going to go down.
Now Darky's learning the defense, and he's getting some counters back too. And that's the thing. If you do the steel rush, eventually you're going to start losing out on some of those damage bonuses. So you're still doing damage, but you're not going to get those like 60s that you're seeing.
Clint Steele's got to be careful. Darky, looking at the punishment of both of these boxers, Darky is a good position to win this round. And if he can get 2 knockdowns in this round, this is going to put Clint's win in. Oh, nice slap across the face there by Darky. It's going to put Clint in a tough position, right? Oh, Darky getting ballsy. Good little exchange from both boxers. But yeah, Darky, I see that he's got his eyes on the prize.
He's doing good. Both of them are just like doing everything they can. Like they're being tricky, they're being clever, they're really working different styles, different types of guard, different types of offense. Like they haven't thrown like the same kind of exchange like in any two sequences. We've seen such a variety. Clint with the double up on the uppercuts, like different hook combos. I really love that, like in taking away hook and stopping spam.
Oh
no, he's still there. He's still there.
Okay, I'm about to say the headset. I thought that the headset must have been, must have got slipped off there. I was hoping that Clint didn't hit his TV or something. Dang, big 61 followed to 42 there by Darky. Darky now finding it's the big damage of Darky really coming in towards the end of the match.
Yeah, but what's really been an issue, right, is he's hit those big shots and he hasn't been able to follow up on them. Clint is so good at getting away.
Oh, Clint now having Darky hurt. Darky on the defensive head movement. There we go. Hey, that boy Darky slipping and weaving. He put that ultra instinct on him. Dun, 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 dun. Man.
That was good, but that's going to be dangerous if he's standing down back there to recover. It's the right call because you can't just go back in and get knocked down, but you need to Excuse me, you got to be careful about how you approach.
Yeah. Last couple of seconds here in the round. Darky coming in to rack up some more damage. At the very least, he's looking to win round number 3. We'll see what the judges have to say on the scorecard. Stari, I agree with you, man. Round 3 was definitely close. Yeah, I agree with you. Clint, I think Clint took the first 2 rounds. Darky took the 3rd round.
Yep, that is exactly what it's going to show.
Yep, 26-29 on a dime. Let's take a look at the post fight. I mean, round number 3 was a lot closer this time around for both of these boxers, which was very surprising because I saw Darky putting up big numbers, right? And so I was wondering when those big number things were going to pay off for him. And it was somewhere around round number 2. I feel like he started to pick it up. But look at 10-7, 10-9, 9-10. Darky working his way up and up and up more. Those 2 knockdowns at the beginning really were what set the pace. Let's take a look at the damage round to round here. 1623 to 1304, 1282 to 1120, right? And then here we go. 1284 to 1530. Darky putting it together at the end there. Beautiful work by both of these boxers. And again, Clint Steele, I feel like this, we're gonna have to talk to him afterwards, man. So we're gonna wait for the boxers to unmute so we can find out what's really going on behind the headset. And while we do that, Solid's gonna queue up the next fight here. But yeah, fellas, whenever you're ready, let's see. Do we have Clint here? I see Clint. Where's Darky? Let's bring Darky up.
Let's bring him up if he wants to speak. If not,
it could just be the Clint show. It is what it is. He said, I'm tired. Look, hey, Darky, it's all good. Just want to say, appreciate you for coming through. Hope you had a good time in that fight. Man said, big bad wolf breath. I feel you. I feel you on that one. Look, Clint, my boy, what's up?
What's good, brother? How's it going, man?
Man, feeling good, feeling great, feeling good, man. So glad to be back on my feet, back in front of the stream. Tech Gremlins be damned. I'm so glad to see a lot of faces, old and new. When I came back, everyone showed up and showed out. Clint, I gotta say, bro, it may be just me, but it feels like this might be your patch coming up. How are you feeling about the PTC?
So I think for this patch, it feels really good as long as I have like decent ping. If not, I have to really almost spam, if that makes sense. Like 1-2 spam and hope that I can out damage them. Yeah. But like Solly said, bro, this good part about this patch is if you can get that shot, and you can really see that it registers and it hurts them, you get that knockdown, you can secure it by just playing it safe throughout the fight. With Darky, bro, the cool story about us is, I don't know about last time, but he called me out. He trashed me up. I think he TKO'd me. And I felt, robbed and ripped from that fight. I even, not complain about it on my YouTube channel, but I did my thing, like, dang, bro, I got trashed. I put up, like, a short. And, this fight, though, dude, I recorded it, too, so you're going to see it pop up on, shout out Ringside, by the way. I went ham, dude. I don't know if you guys saw, like, those little bit of flurries and combinations, but I was throwing, like, everything into it, because I knew coming into this fight that Darky would bring, all that, volume and that pressure and just make it like a slugfest. And for this fight, really, I came with like a game plan to hopefully hit that uppercut. And when that uppercut hit, bro, it was like hook, line, and sinker, bro. I had to just go in, get the KDs, bro, and just retreat and play it safe.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what you did. I was worried there in round number 3. Because past inclination to show, like, that's the round where if things start to go crazy, you burn so bright. First rounds, first go at it, and then something happens in the third, late second round. Like, oh no, dang, got taken away from Clint, right? This time around, I've named your combination the Steel Rush, right? When you hit the multiple uppercuts, yeah. I'm like, oh my god. Right, you got the steel uppercut, the steel rush. You got some weapons on you now. I gotta ask you about the PTC. Are you a fan of the punishment bars and the numbers?
Actually, I like the punishment bars and the numbers because I can see the feedback, which is nice. In terms of like the game still, I think it'd be nice to just when that first update comes in with that punch count. Like the scorecard with different kind of variations, like punches blocked, or punches thrown, dude. Because like comparing this to IRL, and I know that you're not really physically hitting something, but it's crazy when people can throw like an average of like 130 punches. Even though I'm not saying anything, like I definitely threw like a bunch of punches this round. But in terms of like the boxing aspect, it would be nice to really see like some people like set up like a highlight or like a clip of like a nice, well-placed like sequence of like an uppercut or something instead of just like, you know, bashing people down. But I'm definitely a fan of the meters. Of course, watching it on spectator mode is sometimes hard to kind of see where the numbers are for each person.
Yeah.
But other than that, bro, I like the feedback.
Yeah, it's been very good. Have you been using the defense high guard assist any at all?
I just popped on for the first time for this fight. I've never tried it before because I didn't even know it was out. I'm like, dang, dude. I actually liked it a lot because I use the high guard a lot. GG's Darcy, bro. You did amazing, man. I like it because I like the fight style of Canelo a lot and how he uses his high guard, but also like his head movement and his like stepping back, you know, and trying like to evade punches.
Yeah.
But for this, it just felt better because it really people don't understand that the high guard, what it really does is it puts your elbows in a lot more, and people get really lazy with it because that's why I could give my uppercuts on people a lot. Because they don't tighten it, because they're not expecting someone to actually punch you.
Yeah.
But when you're fighting IRL, you know, you're forced to do it just from repetition and muscle memory because people can break in that so easy and bust up a nose, you know, or your chin, and it's not fun, bro.
Yeah, no, 100%, dude. Like, so my thing is this, Tony, it is automatic, and I was just about to ask him about that. So definitely when you go back in there, I want you to take a look at a couple of things. One, the defense assist comes from off, always on, or if you press all 4 buttons, right? You see what I'm saying? Grip and trigger. So you can have it loose where if you don't need it, you don't need it. But as soon as you go for the high guard, you clinch with your whole fist and it'll just lock in. It does the same thing for if you're trying to block hooks. So if you bring that to your ear and then boom, it'll just suction in, right? So
that's good, bro. That's good.
That's number 1 I found the best. Number 2, there's a new advanced calibration system. Get on that.
Oh, do you like the setup for it?
Get on that.
I need
Get
to
on
check
that.
that out because sometimes my shots feel like in my body shots especially, feel like they're not like always where they should be. Like I looked into the spectator mode one time, and I had to punch a guy literally in the balls, bro.
Yeah.
To get it to aim at the body, which was weird.
Yeah, no, new that between the new defense, right? I keep mine on variable, right? Because sometimes I like to have my hands moving around, but there are other times where I'm trying to walk in and I want a tight high guard. Or if I know you like to throw hooks and I go to like block, I just clench my fist and I just know that with my fist clenched, I'm blocking, right? I feel more secure. It feels good. It does not work if you're on the offensive. So if you're out there, you just throwing punches and you try to go and like get your perfect defense up, there's a bit of a cool down period between when you throw punches where you can actually get that nice defense. Number 2, the advanced calibration. So instead of just putting your hands out to the side and calling it a day, right? What it allows for you to do is it makes you go through these different drills with your hands, locating where your elbow is, rotating from the elbow, moving your whole hands in a circle. And when I did it, my actual in-game arms were much longer than they were. And I'm like, holy, I got my reach back. You know, like, so it's good. I'm telling you, try it out. Once you try it out, hopefully it works. And you can still offset the controller in your hand. So Chad, if you're listening to this, these are some of the new things that are on the PTC. So someone asked earlier, why do people like to play on the PTC? It's because we get to play with the new toys. Like sometimes, you know, they're working on something that is like, we needed that yesterday. So we get to play with it now, and I think it's really good. So with that being said, Clint, appreciate you, bro. Thank you for coming through. You got the dub. About ranked, you know what I'm saying? I had asked you before, but I'll say it again. You know, we have the commentators involved. I'm the only host right now, and maybe looking for somebody to be a host or somebody to be an analyst or something like that. You know, just some fun stuff, bro. Nothing too serious. And I think you got a great personality, right? So if there's any way you want to be a part of it, or even if you have an idea like, oh, I'd love to do something that aligns with this, just let me know, bro. You already know. And as well, you know, the rank ladder is always there. We are having folks be able to challenge the ladder, see how far they can get up there. So I've already thrown your name into the hat. We'll be running a draft with some other folks. It won't just be my decision, but you know, be on the lookout if you know, something pops up.
Dude, thank you so much, bro. Shout out Solly, shout out Suga, of course. Guys, you guys are the best. Also, that no glove touch, bro, was just all for show. Me and Darcy we were talking some trash in the chat, so.
Oh, dude. Anytime it's one of your matches, I'm now hip. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna get.
There's like a gimmick or something.
You never know. We never know, but we'll play along with it.
Bro.
Oh, absolutely,
Awesome,
man.
bro.
Like, I
Much love,
appreciate
guys.
it.
You guys take care.
Much love, bro. Take it easy. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and give Clint the W on that one. All right, next up we've got Stari taking on where's Stari? Did I miss Stari? There we go. Stari versus Bank has been robbed. Bank has been robbed in the blue corner. Stari in the red corner. Let's go ahead and take it to the tail of the tape. All right. Oh yeah. And Stari's readying up too. So yeah, let's get that poll going. I'm not gonna bet on this one, bro. At this point, I'm just out here to watch, you know.
Last few hangers on of the night.
Yep, we're on the last.
Also, for those few of you who've been here through every night, any thoughts on fight of the night? I definitely have some of my.
Let's go. Bank has been robbed. I see you in the chat. That was a very surprising one. Yeah. All right, well, shoot, let's take a look at this tail of the tape here. We in the blue corner. We've got Bank has been robbed, taking on Stari in the red corner. Both of these VR boxers fighting in that stationary room space. Bank has been robbed, fighting by way of North America Central. Stari fighting out of North America East. Bank has been robbed, fighting at 5'11" tall. Stari 5'6" tall. Bank has been robbed in that unranked to 15 from 100 elo, and so is Stari. So this is going to be a good fight for tonight. It's going to be me and Solly up on commentary. Solly, man, we just keep having fight after fight after fight of this night, and I'm feeling so good to see all of these people perform in the new PTC, giving us a glimpse of what's going to be coming down the pipe maybe about a couple of weeks from now. Oh, snap. Angelo watching from Chile. Ayo! Appreciate it. Angelo watching from Chile. Dang. All right, we got the international audience in here tonight. Gotta love it. We are waiting for, it looks like we had an error with the venue. Little venue error. It's all good. We're going to start over again. Waiting on Stari. Oh, no. His bank has been robbed. All right, he's back. Right, fingers crossed, right? You can only. Oh, there is a third fighter in the ring. Sorry, guys. You guys probably have to deal with the third random fighter. This thing does happen from time to time in the PTC. It does glitch. But we got Bank has been robbed in the purple trunks. Stari in the white trunks. Do not mind little Stari there.
Little star, yeah.
Little star. just a little bit of a glitch. But we are having this match underway. Solly, what was the poll saying there for this matchup?
Again, we got a little bit less fighters, commentators, sorry, but everyone is voting for Stari. And we got 2 votes in there, so it might just be Stari and his little brother.
Look, hey, look. We'll take it. Now, Bank has been robbed, has been waiting all night for this beatdown, you know what I'm saying? And I like what he's doing. He's trying to stay on the outside, working on some big shots, but Stari keeping it compact with the counter shots. Bank has been robbed up against the ropes, even though Bank has been robbed was trying to be the aggressor this whole time.
Ooh, big shots coming in. Both fighters starting to rack up the damage. And he's seeing those big numbers, 50s, 60s. I love being back in the high damage patch.
Yeah, man.
I've said it many times already, but like, I think one of the things too is that the scene has really matured, right? In the fact that like, even we can go away for a month and still have like a full card pretty much coming back with people willing and ready to sub. but also just like for the fighters, right? Even the new fighters in this have been through a couple ringside matches and at least like a patch or two. So I feel like anyone who's done that has been a veteran. And while you still get like new fighters, right? Like the people who are like, I really like this game, have figured it out, and have started to be in it pretty regularly.
Nah, dude, the maturity in the scene is absolutely where it's at, man. Just had to take a look and just gander at that knockdown one more time. Looking to see how much of this punishment has been racked up in such a short amount of time. People have gotten better at the game. They're used to it. They've been through a couple of patches. They know the meta, right? And now things are starting to mature. This is the perfect time, at least here for this server, to start seeing what can really happen when people have stakes on the line. Now we're starting to see that jab being thrown out there. Bank has been robbed. That jab is slowing down quite a little bit, but Stari doesn't look like he's slowing down any bit at all.
Yeah, and you can see based on the damage bar, Bank's been robbed still doing like heavy hits, but Stari is just out damaging him and just chipping away whenever he can. He's just doing better work when they're on the inside and good work when they're on the outside. And again, both fighters rocked. They do still both have that oomph.
And you love to see it, right? Right there at the end, just when Bank has been robbed, was on the verge of working on a little bit of a comeback there. And honestly, the damage that he was able to put out kind of put him in a good position for round number 2. The adjustment round, as we like to say, right? You know, he's got to be careful about... Oh my God, Angelo, you said you're organizing the first National Thrill the Fight Championship in Chile? Yo! Let's go! Hey, Thrill the Fight's becoming more and more international, bro. Like, this is insane. Yo, Angelo, I'm wishing you a lot of luck in your production, man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully your tournament goes well. Organizing these events is difficult, and it's always good to see people taking on the challenge, man. So kudos to you, bro. All right, back to it. Round number 2. Oh, did I hit that wrong way?
And into the match we go. Let's see what adjustments Bank has been robbed is going to make. Here's a question, right? First off, what adjustments do you think Bank has to make this round? What adjustments do you think players need to make in general on this patch?
Oh, well, two big things. For Bank, right? One thing is he's dropping his hands after everyone. He's got long arms. They go out and they go down. And every time I'm watching Stari do this, he's waiting for the barrage. He's waiting for his time. Bam, return fire. Just like right there, right? Just watch how many times Bank has been robbed, throws a jab, and how far it goes down. It goes jab to his stomach. For Bank, jab and then answer the phone. Jab, go back to your guard. Throw a hook, go back to your guard. Because every time you throw a punch out there, you're asking to be hit. There we go, just like that. So for me, the biggest adjustment for Bank is, and it's something I have to do as well, work on throwing that jab out there and prioritize bringing it back than sticking it out, right? That's going to work on keeping a lot of this punishment out of your face, because he's got the long arms, he's got the idea, but, you know, throw a jab, slip, throw a jab, put your hands back, throw a jab, throw a feint, you know what I mean? And so that's one of the things that I just don't see Bank doing a lot, that I wish I would see more from him. And my thoughts in general for all of the fighters, it's so wide and so varied, and I have not seen every fighter play this game, so it's hard for me to be in a position to say, this is what everybody should be doing. But I think that in general, now that you have visual on the opponent and yourself, act like your bar, right? Act like your bar. If your bar is bleeding, goodness gracious, just like that, punishment was at an all-time high. That means your VR character is begging you to say, brother, please, I can't take too much more damage. The triple jab right there. I mean, I've never seen a triple jab knockdown before, so that's going to be a first for me. But for me, it's like, if your bar says you're hurt, act hurt. right? That's not your time to start knucking, right? You know, that's not it. If your opponent is hurt and you see that red bar, right, and you just are not having enough to finish the job, throw a body shot, throw a throwaway jab. Oh, there you go. Bacon's been robbed.
Comeback knockdown.
Right, and the same thing for Stari, right? Stari was real hurt for a long time, and he just ignored it. He just said, you know, maybe I could just continue to bulldoze. I think that level of intelligence and knowing when to back up, and it's going to go a lot in this game, right? And these bars are just here to help you make more intelligent decisions. So yeah, more intelligence from people. Goodness!
Oh, dude, immediate return.
And this second round has become an absolute bloodbath.
It has been fully robbed.
Robbed the whole bank. And did he even rob it? I don't know, bro. I feel like he earned the dub. It was a good fight altogether. I think Stari had the superior strategy, which was basically prioritize defense first. He waited to see, and I do this all the time, Solly, which is why I can say that this is effective, right? I will wait for you to throw something and watch to see if you even have the discipline to bring your hand back. And if your hand goes low, I'm returning high. If your hand goes high, I'm returning low. Because what you're not thinking about when putting your hand back is throwing something else out, right? Y'all ever let girls get girls boxing? We've had
a few female fighters. Yeah.
We've had 2 to my knowledge, right?
They're always welcome. It's just not the most, the biggest demographic that plays VR fighting, unfortunately.
100%. We've had ranges, though. We've had legit women fighting. We've had people who identify as women fighting. We've had males fighting with female skins, and then we had the straight males fighting. It's the entire spectrum here at Ringside VR.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, listen, that's the philosophy of Ringside. Anyone can come fight, anyone can get the hands. You know, straight, queer, male, female, young, old.
Don't even matter. Don't even matter.
Doesn't matter where you are in the world.
Don't even matter, bro. You could be here, there, everywhere. You could be an alien. Not even like, you know, like a off-planet alien, you know? Like, you come down here in your spaceship, you can still get these hands. Let's take a look at the details from this fight, though. Take a look at 10-8, 10-7, 20-15. One knockdown in the first round. Stari figured it out in that second round, 3-1. Looking at the damage, still respectable numbers, though. You know, 28-32, 32-31. Not bad overall, if I do say so myself. Because, you know, as me, I get over 2,000. I'm happy. So, to me, these guys are doing real good. Let's go ahead and unmute with the homies and find out what's really going on behind the headset.
Hello. Can you pick Stari out of the roll lobby so that we can get our next 2 fighters up in here?
I got you.
Which are going to be Person and Random Wolf.
Person and Random Wolf.
We're going to have to restart the lobby, so we're going to have to do new code.
Yep, new code. Thank you for that. We will host a new one. Okay, and while we are doing that, fellas, who's gonna be first? Bank has been robbed. I see you out there already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good today, man. It feels good to be back. It's been a long time, you know, so it feels good to be in the hot seat. Levi through the fight say, hey, this game is so goated and funny. Honestly, bro, it's an amazing little game, man. You know, for people who hate it or love it, it's a miracle that it's here and that we're actually able to do some crazy stuff like this. Talking to Bank has been robbed right now. So Bank, man, you waited all night. You got a good fight in there. Tell me what was going on behind the headset from your perspective.
I was very frustrated. I was trying to come in with my jab a lot, and I was trying to keep that range, but my jab just wasn't doing the damage that I wanted it to do. And I was seeing that it was only doing like 11, maybe 20 at most, and I was like, okay, maybe I need to come in closer because he was catching me with his on counters, and they were doing way more damage than the jabs would do throughout the fight. So I tried to inside fight him, but he was just better than me on the inside fight too, so I just didn't know what to do.
Now that's interesting, right? So like you have the same issues that I have. Watching you fight felt like watching me fight, right? I try to stick it out there with the jab because it's my favorite punch throw. I feel safe behind it. I get tagged up. It doesn't do damage. It doesn't even feel like it's getting through the guard sometimes, right? So then I try to engage in with some hooks, get in with a cross, and then I get pieced up on the inside. And so I don't know if it'll help you, but you know, this is what I would say. If you're working at the jab game, right? I don't know, you can't even see me. Hopefully the chat can see me. What I noticed from what you were doing, you'd throw the jab, it would go from your face out to your opponent. Whatever would happen, and then your jab would go down to your stomach, then up to your face. You got to stop it down to your stomach part, right? Because what happens is Stari had his hands up the whole time. He'd either block, parry, slip. Your hand would go down, and then he's wide open to your face. So for every jab you threw, you were taking way too much damage. Then you think to yourself, oh, dang, jab's not doing damage. I probably need to get in close. But that's Stari's power range, right? So you just kind of walked into the jaws of defeat. Whereas now, what I want you to do is think about the jab is throw it out there and cover it. Get back to defense as fast as possible. Sometimes throw a fake jab. Just throw your shoulder out there just to feint it and let them throw at you and then counter them, right? Jab and move, right? Jab and slip. Jab and step back. Step back and jab while you're jabbing, right? Jab on the move. Jab, step to the left, jab, right? But instead of jab, put the hand down, bring it up. Because that's going to get you caught. And it did get you caught a couple of times, right? It catches me. Let me get caught. Levi. Oh, yeah, Levi. You could definitely join in. On under every video on the channel, there's a link to the Discord on the stream. I believe there's a link to the Discord, too. Just join the Discord, bro. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do, man.
Yeah, super. Don't forget to send me the code, by the way, when you're when you have it.
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me. Where are you at? But yeah, Bank, I do the same thing, bro. And I've been working a lot on just doing rounds where my victory is that I didn't get caught on my jab, right? And if anytime you just hit me up, I'm usually around in the evenings. I'm gonna be trying to get more matches in, just because I have to rehab for my own health, right? So I'm gonna be trying to get in some matches throughout the week whenever I can. So if y'all are around, let me know. And with that being said, though, I appreciate you for coming through, bro. It was good seeing you fight. Hopefully, I can have some of these matches posted, but the VOD will be living up in infamy forever on the channel. So go back and watch your fight, right? Take some notes, and just try to apply some things later on.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like this update was this update has exposed me a little bit, because usually I can get away with that.
Yeah.
But with higher damage on my counters.
Yeah.
That was killing me. Yeah. With that higher damage, usually I could get away with it. I could take a hit, dish out another hit, and still keep on going and take it out. But this new update, I got to figure something out. I got to keep my hand up, because
defense
that's exactly what's happening. I'm looking at the highlights right now. I'm just.
It's
now
key,
I know.
bro. It's key, bro. But look, you got the footage now. You got the blessings, man. Just go out, get some more practice in, get better. You know what I mean? And so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move on and talk to Stari. Star of the evening. Where you at, bro?
Yo, what's up, guys?
Look,
Hello?
Stari.
Yo, what's up?
Look, came away with the dub today. Looking good throughout the triple jab knockdown, brother.
I didn't mean to do that. I'm surprised that worked, but yeah, thank you.
Dude, it looked good, man. I was telling Banky's been robbed. He and I have a similar challenge in this game, is that when we throw out the jab, we got long arms. You don't return it. From your perspective, man, how was the fight on your end? Where were you getting damaged? Where did you see there was easy? You know what I'm saying? And how did it go from your perspective?
Man, that's a good question. I usually try to fight a little different every time. But I feel like I was definitely doing good in close range. I feel like my hooks were working. Just trying to land the uppercut wasn't really working too well. But, you know, I always try to work my jab whenever I fight. So I feel like wherever the fight went, I was ready. But definitely, like, close range is my sweet spot for sure.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I was telling Bank, you know, there was a time where he had let us know that, dang, he felt like his jab wasn't working on the outside for him, so he decided to close the distance. And in my mind, I was like, nah, that's where Stari wants you to be, bro. That's his range, you know, like. And what I liked about you from the beginning of the round, it was like the hand stayed up. Defense was always first thing on your mind before throwing hands, right? And that gave you a lot of opportunities, especially when Bank's hands would go down, he'd throw a jab, it wouldn't go back, and then you would wait for him to commit, and then you would come in on the counter offensive, and it was very, very effective throughout those rounds.
Yeah, for sure. I'm always trying to use defense. I'm always weary about defense because, you know, I could throw a hard shot, but if my hands go down, I know that that other guy across from me is trying to hit me too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
yeah.
if I don't have my hands up, I could easily get clipped if I'm over swinging. I think I'm in range. I think that shot's gonna land, but it really doesn't, you know?
Yeah.
And I could just get dropped, you know? But I'm not perfect, but yeah, I'm always wary about my defense for sure.
Hey, look, that's all of us, man. We can only do the best in this game. Quick question for you though, as the winner,
Yeah,
PTC, you've got the health bars, you've got the damage numbers. Do you feel like they're helping you out? Do you feel like it's a good thing to keep?
Honestly, I noticed a lot of people liking it so far. Me personally, I don't look at it too much. I kind of just fight the same. I feel like me keeping that in mind kind of messes my game up a little bit, but it's definitely good for sure. I like it because at the end of the day, this is a game, you know, and I try to fight like a boxer would, but I always have to keep in mind it's a game. It's not going to be perfect. So I do like that. I think it's cool. I like the direction they're going for sure.
Oh, dude, absolutely, absolutely. Look, and remember, you can turn it off, right? So there's the one good thing they have. You can turn it off. Very good. Have you used the defense assist yet? High guard assist.
I haven't. I didn't even know that was a thing until you guys brought it up.
This
so
is why we do
I'll try that
PTC
out
nights.
next time I fight.
This is why we do PTC nights, right? One, to get people good and comfortable ahead of time, but two, gotta share. And the other thing, advanced calibration is in the PTC. Please try it out, right? No more are we just doing a T-pose and hoping that that's gonna do it. They actually like find where your elbow is and find how your elbow rotates and rotates your shoulders, so it really gets a good feel for where your body limbs are, right? 'Cause some people have longer forearms, some people have shorter forearms. People in the chat saying they like it right now. Yeah, it's really good. So I would say definitely try the advanced calibration, then try the defense assist.
Oh, yeah, I did try that out.
Yeah, it's good.
It made oh my gosh. I knew I kind of had wide shoulders already.
Yeah.
Holy cow, I
Yeah.
didn't know they were that wide.
Yeah, it really, really gets it in there,
I
bro.
a little scary.
Yeah.
I can't lie. It was cool.
Levi says, I'm downloading on the Discord. Just want to say, let y'all know my favorite one I've seen on your guys' channel is, oh, look, appreciate it, Levi. Look, Levi, can't wait for you to join in on Discord. You know what I'm saying? Always welcoming new people in here. This has been pretty good so far. I appreciate you all for coming through. We're gonna go to the next one. I just wanted to share some knowledge on you there for Stari, but again, big congrats though. Really good, clean fight. You know what I'm saying? Really fun to see.
Yo, thank you guys. Shout out to Mike. Thanks for putting up a good fight. I appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely.
And shout out to Clint for that win. That was crazy.
I love
he
him.
went. Yeah. That. Oh my gosh, the way he went to the body like that was crazy. I knew he had like, it was personal for him that fight because they had another previous fight before that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right. Last fight of the night, I believe, right, Solly? I think. Are we at the last one? Let me double check here. We've got the exhibition roster. Bank has been robbed versus Stari.
Yeah, we got two more. We got Landon Wolf versus Person, and then King Sniper versus Ghost, and then we are done.
All right, Bank has been robbed versus Stari. We're gonna give Stari the W on that one. All right, and then we have two more. So Person versus Landon Wolf is the current one right now, and then one more after that. That's what I was seeing. That's what I was seeing. Okay, all right. Jumping back in, Levi. I see you can play with all. Of course, Levi. Got the golden shorts. Okay, just wanted to make sure I was caught up with the chat and everything. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't missing anybody out. All right, so 3 minutes, three 3-minute rounds on the clock. We got two more to go. This one's also going to be a very interesting one because it's Landon Wolf, right? And I want to see how much damage the turnaround punch does, if he ever does it, right? We've seen Landon versus Person before, right? So this is not going to be an unfamiliar matchup. but still, it's going to be PTC. It's going to be new things. I want to see what new toys get employed, right? So let's go ahead and take it over to the tail of the tape. Yeah, 100%. All right, tail of the tape time. We got Person in the blue corner taking on Random Wolf in the red corner. Both of these VR boxers fighting in that room scale play space. Both boxers fighting by way of North America East. Person coming in at 6 foot flat. Random Wolf with the Short Kings 5'5". Person and Random Wolf both coming in with that 1,500 to 2,000 elo. And of course, man, these two no strangers to this fight. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be a great fight indeed. And I'm gonna drop some knowledge on how to sign up right after this fight.
Yeah. Getting into it though, we got Random Wolf in the red corner, and then his opponent Person in the blue.
Uh-oh.
I love it when the corners match.
And we still have the mini-me in the corner too, so we should have restarted this one. Oh well.
Oops. All right. Well, anyway, fight's going on. Landon in the red shorts, Person in the blue. Something I was going to say, Supa, that was talking about last match, is adjustments that people need to make in general to this match, right? I think you're right about, play like your bar. In that sense, right, like you have to kind of have an idea of your bar. You have to be more aware of like, did I just take a big shot or did I just take a little shot I can recover from? And so being really aware and doing quick mental math about like what kind of indicators you're getting, right? What kind of flashes you're seeing on screen. The other thing too, right, is I think people really need to go back, play with the mirror mode and look at your guard, right? See what it looks like in auto guard with auto assist. See what it looks like without it, and just see where your hands are at different times. Because you have that new guard assist, and it cancels every time you're throwing a punch. You really have to make that choice of like, all right, I'm going into guard mode now, and having a better idea of like where you want to keep your hands, and then how you want to leave that position and when you want to leave that position.
Yeah, I think that's great advice. I looked at it. I was very shocked myself. At how weird my guard was, right? How poor it was and how much I left space open, right? Because I could see it, and I'm like, man. And you can always set your mirror to like record, so you could record an offensive sequence and then sit in front of yourself and see how you can counter yourself. Right, that's one thing that I don't think many people are getting used to, is like using the practice mode to be a testing dummy for specific situations. This is my favorite combination.
I know for sure people aren't using it because like people didn't even know about the advanced calibration. I'm sure they didn't check out all the training tools.
Yeah,
and I gotta say, right, like the one you're talking about where you can record a sequence and see what you look like, that's huge. That's what people love, like having us using the spectator mode for, so they can see the VOD of their fight. You can do that yourself and break it down moment by moment.
And again, great for training, right? Do an offensive sequence so that you could work on the defensive sequence for that offense. And then look and who's better to train on but yourself, right? Especially if you're trash. That means this offensive sequence isn't going to be something that's going to like be too much for you, right? And then you're going to be like, dang, my jab really does suck. I'm able to hit myself because I keep dropping my hands. And that's
turnaround punch coming in from Landon. Are we going to get a knockdown in the last seconds? Both fighters at the limits, but staying upright.
You know what I'm really disappointed by? Couldn't even see the damage numbers on that turnaround punch. Like, there have been multiple times where it looks like Landon has connected. I would see a person's head snap back, no damage numbers flying off. So that's going to be one of those interesting things that I was talking about. Like, when we see that something looks like it hit, but like, oh, I'm getting ghost damage, or we can clearly see that in the replays right now, right? And I'm looking for that turnaround punch that was coming there towards the end. But a lot of good brawling there from both these boxers, evenly matched as always, even though their styles are vastly different. But yeah, it's just like seeing, and I'm gonna have to lock in with Trend to see what the colors on the numbers mean. I have to do some digging because I'm very interested now. Very interested.
Me too. And also, from the chat, poll is looking in favor of Random Wolf. Not by much.
Hey, man, y'all can't discount Person. Now, Person's got that surprise power, bro. He got the village strength.
So far, Landon doing the better adjustments. Person's getting back right where he was at the end of round 1 in that
very
danger
dangerous
zone.
Oh, man, just missed the turnaround punch is just not landing. Now I see Landon. You got to actually hit with the turnaround punch, bro. You got good finesse, good footwork. Oh! Oh, Person trips over, I think that's Mini Stari. Mini Stari is still in the ring. That looked like a Dudley Boy setup right there.
Mini Stari's not in there for me.
That's weird.
Did you just leave the room and disconnect, or did you close down the whole spectator?
You know what? I can't remember. Good call. I might have just disconnected and came back.
I think you would have closed down your spectator and reopen it in Steam.
Good to know for next time. Good to know for next time. We're gonna try to ignore Mini Starry here.
Fortunately, us in the Discord, you guys get the special free Cam Solly view, free of Starry's body.
Right. The VIP access there.
Right now, Landon doing great work, looking for that second knockdown. And you can see too, there is some amount where if you've been taking a lot of damage, right, that bottom part of the bar just doesn't clear out, right? If your punishment bar is orange, that's just your new minimum threshold. It's never going below that orange point.
No, now I will have seen there have been a couple of times in round 3 and some earlier fights that the punishment bar just resets, and I'm like, what's going on? Like you were on death's door and you got a new lease on life. What happened? So definitely going to be interested to. I'm just racking up questions for Trent and the team after this.
Slugfest going on the logo.
And these guys are, this is how they fought last time, right? It's the stand and bang match. What was that movement from Person? Person moved across the room like lightning quick.
I know, he just flew. That was like a flash step. He's locking in a new style.
Oh, I feel the fatigue, big man. I feel the fatigue. But surprisingly, though, look at what I'm talking about. Look at Person's bottom bar, completely refreshed. The long-term damage is gone.
I think that's a glitch because I think he's definitely he's gotten knocked down already, right? So he definitely took more damage than that.
I wonder if it resets on knockdown. We got to pay attention to that.
Yeah.
When does this update drop? And Levi said, I signed up. How do I know I'm on the roster? You hit /profile, Levi, if you signed up.
Now that bottom damage bar is thicker.
Yeah, now it's thicker. That's weird. I had to go back and watch this. This is gonna be these damage numbers warrant a lot of footage review because there's so many moments.
I remember back in the VFC era when we would go through footage and pause frame by frame to count the punches.
Right. Oh my God, Clint was doing that. We're in the big 2-6. We have things that can help us do that now. We don't have to slave away in the mines looking for diamonds. Oh man, round number 3, third and final round of this matchup. Levi, I'm gonna check the DMs right after the stream today. Just gonna catch up with some folks. Okay, here we go. Punishment looking about right for Person. Getting called out there on some. Levi says, wait, just one question. Can I play today or tomorrow? The next time to be able to play on stream will be Thursday. Thursday at 7 p.m. All right,
back again. Landon this time hurt. And he's catching back up. Person taking a little bit of damage. And this is, I think, the most dangerous part of this patch, I've noticed the most dangerous zone you are is when you're about a third of the way full on damage, right?
Yeah.
That means that the visual indicators, the blur, aren't going to kick in yet, but you're very close, and you could take 2 strong punches and get dropped.
Hey, Levi, I'm looking forward to it, bro. Remember, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this Thursday. Yeah, no, 100%, man. It's so great to now just kind of analyze and see the various type of danger zones that somebody can be in, right? From you're just completely getting blasted by somebody, like when we were watching Tynado fight earlier, or it's slow and methodical, and you don't see it coming. Like right now, there we go, big stun coming in on Landon Wolf. Person trying to capitalize, or are you gonna die by 1,000 cuts, right? Is it gonna be a big critical hit flash knockdown? What up, Jay?
I think Person's getting tired. That guard's dropping a little bit too quickly, and that damage isn't going away.
Oh, this boy's cutting them up, man. And this side, these two fight like warriors, man. Like straight up, no holds barred. Not trying to be pretty, not trying to be cute, just out here throwing hands.
Absolutely. Honest to God. Slugfest. Landon catching another one.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. With the hands up. What a way to go down. He knew it. He knew it. 54 seconds left on the clock. Another random Wolf victory. And here we go. Random Wolf landed some good damage, right? And what I'm surprised about, too, is like you see the 49s, the 43s, they start flying, right? Back and forth. I mean, this exchange is absolutely heated. Bang! Right then and there. Dang, I was just catching I caught the moment, but it wasn't on a replay. My goodness.
I got some secondary views of this that I'm using in free cam just to get something like that looks totally different.
Nice.
We got some good shots in there.
Big shots here landed, but Person is just hurt. And the thing it is, like, it's still the turn. I'm waiting for the turnaround punch to land, but it's not there, bro. 4 seconds left. I think this is gonna be the last couple of seconds. Trying to run in for a quick knockdown. Oh, and he gets it! Ladies and gentlemen, what a way to end the match, like an absolute warrior, just tenacious till the end. Down to the buzzer, he's going to get that knockdown. Beautiful.
Good respect from both fighters. Love to see it.
Let's take a look at some of those moments from the last round before we look at the card. Yeah, straight barn burner. Like, these have been some really good fights overall for this card. I mean, a lot of good people showed up and showed out today. I'm very excited about it and very happy to have seen a lot of these fights, especially on the PTC, right? This is just giving us a preview of like what is going to come down the pipe in next month. I'm assuming that by the time June rolls around, that we will have already kind of like, this will be the new patch. This is what everybody's waiting for. And, like, it's just really good to see the different styles, especially from people that we've seen fight before, like Random Wolf in person, just to kind of have the numbers validate what we've been seeing all along. Taking a look at the numbers, speaking of 10-9, 10-8, 10-6 for Random Wolf. Taking a look at the knockdowns, 0, 1, 3, 4 knockdowns in total. And the damage, 3,996 to 5,324. And again, super respectable damage by Random Wolf. Death by 1,000 cuts. Couldn't said it better. Let me go ahead and give Random Wolf his flowers here, because that was a good dub. And we're gonna give the homies a moment to unmute so we can find out what's really going on behind the headset. Fellas, whenever you're ready, let me know. And then our last fight is gonna be Ghost versus King Sniper.
Hey, Super.
Yo.
All right, fellas. Let me go ahead and see who we're talking to first here. Let's talk to Person first.
Oh, me? Okay.
Yeah. Person, welcome back. It's good to be back. Good to see you. Look, we've done this song and dance before. You two have fought before, right? This time it's on the PTC with new tools, new mechanics, new numbers, right? In this matchup, I saw you like look up. I don't know if it was fatigue or frustration a couple of times, right? But I saw you look up and you were just like almost frustrated, right? Tell us what was going on behind the headset in this matchup, and did any of the new twos help?
No frustration.
Okay, all right, bad. So what's good?
I was just trying to figure out what the bar meant. I have no clue what they mean.
Looking up at the bar.
I see. Okay, so let me drop some knowledge on you. So you got 2 bars, top bar and a bottom bar. The top bar is the amount of damage or punishment that you are taking in this round. It fills up short, and without taking damage, it'll go back down. As it fills up to the top, you will start seeing that tunnel vision coming in, right? And also when you get stunned, it gets maxed out, right? So that's what's happening underneath all of those mechanics. Now that bottom bar is your long-term punishment. That builds up over the course of the fight, and you can imagine it really just cutting your health down less and less and less, right? So what I've been telling people is act like your bar, right? If you see your bar red, that is not your time to slug it out and go in. You're asking to get knocked down, right? If you see that your punishment at the end of the round is more than your opponent, you know that they did more damage to you in that last round, and you need to make up for it, right? Subsequently, if you see your opponent's bar in the red, right, and you don't hit them after a certain amount of time, it'll start going back down. What you want to do is you've got them redlined, back up for a little bit, throw an open shot, whether to the body, a sneaky jab, just keep touching them without them blocking. It'll stick the damage to them, and you can work them down slowly at that point, right? Or when you catch your breath back up, you can go in for a blitz, or if they decide to bum rush you, like they decide to run at you and they're red, hit them with a counter shot, they're probably going to go down. So that's how you read the bars, if in a sense.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
It's going to definitely help you out. And I would also say, if you haven't already, check out there is a new high guard and hook block assist, right? That brings your stuff in. Yeah, that's pretty dope. And then look at the advanced calibration to make sure that your VR boxer actually matches your body a lot better, including elbows.
Okay.
Yeah, we're putting you on game today, bro.
Yeah, I gotta change the style up a little bit then.
Heck
gotta
yeah,
think about
man.
more stuff.
Look, if I'm telling people this, I just be showing up randomly, just doing some random training sessions. Don't try to kill me, y'all. I'm an old man. But if anybody wants to work on something, like I want to work on offense or I want to work on defense today, I'll be a little training dummy, you know what I'm saying, that can talk. So that's what I'm trying to just, be out there, help people. I've been inspired by 59 and Divine. He works with everybody in his Discord, gets them warmed up for the matches. I don't know if I'll be good enough to warm up, but at least I'm a good practice dummy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I appreciate you coming through, man, showcasing this stuff. Like I said, the video is going to be up. VOD's going to be up on the channel. Go back and watch it, take some notes. And like I said, person, I always appreciate how you fight, man. You fight with no fear, and that's how you came into Discord, and you stay that way.
Yeah. Hey, Super, I want you to guess what 55.6 means. I want you to guess real quick.
55.6.
0.6%. Yeah.
Is that your?
It's about 55%.
Is that your win ratio?
No. That's like, so like me fighting Landon with, he takes out 55.6% of my losses. I'm pretty sure I don't want to fight him anymore. He takes over like half my losses, so I really just don't want to.
Look, I feel you, man. I feel you, man. No, 100%. I feel you on that, man. If there's somebody in this situation, like depending on who signs up for exhibitions, we're starting to see like the same people, right? And because the elos don't change, the matchups don't really change unless there's new people. So when we have ranked season coming in, those matchups will be a lot more. We'll be able to have a system that can track who's supposed to be able to fight who. So keep an eye out for that. The folks who move up to ranked, they won't be in exhibitions quite as often, right? So hopefully that'll get new blood in the water in exhibitions, right? So either way, one way or the other, getting lifted up into ranked or staying in exhibitions, hopefully the matchups change in the next coming streams coming up forward.
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and talk to Random. Oh, whoa, the winner for the night. Yo, all right. So, Landon, you know me, I was looking for turnaround punch numbers, and I do not know for the life of me why none of them landed, and I couldn't see the numbers on the turnaround punch. I really wanted to analyze the turnaround punch, but you had an amazing fight with Person, hopefully for the last time, because you know we've been matching y'all up like crazy, right? And so hopefully, right, this is the last one. But now that you've been in PTC, you've been through this matchup a couple of times. Can you let me know from your perspective? Did having the numbers and the stun bars, did that change the dynamic of the match for you in any way?
I mean, it did a little bit, but not really. I couldn't really. I knew what they did. I didn't know what each one did. I thought it was vice versa at first before I heard you correct it, but it really didn't change nothing.
Okay, all right. So it's still staying business as usual, right? Did you use the high guard assist at any time in that fight?
I don't know if I did. I'm not gonna lie. I just switched over to PTC and hopped in that match. That was my first match on PTC.
Well, when you go back, check it out. Turn the high guard assist on. You can keep it on forever. Have it as a button press. Make sure to do the advanced arm calibration. It's something new as well, right? It's gonna be able to calibrate where your elbows and your shoulders are. Your character's gonna look a little different, but it's gonna feel a lot better. And I honestly think that you know, it's going to be a game changer going forward. But, you know, another day in the office for Random Wolf. We've got ranked coming up, so I know hopefully to switch some things up, switch some matchups up, and put some stakes on there. I mean, I got your name down as somebody who I definitely want to see in there. But I'm going to be putting your name into the hat. You said what now, bro?
I got somebody to call out, though. I ain't going to lie.
Go ahead.
Clint, I seen the way he was moving tonight. I ain't going to lie, I want that.
Clint Steele. Let's make it happen. I want to see this. This would actually be a really good fight. Definitely. You versus Clint would be a good fight. On PTC with the new stuff, new Clint, turnaround punch versus the Steel Rush.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Clint, you got to like get a turnaround uppercut or something just to troll him. But yeah, I would be down to see that fight. Look, Landon, I appreciate you for coming through, bro. We're gonna get ready for the last fight of the night. King Sniper taking on Ghost. Let's see how it goes.
I think we got to switch the corners, but otherwise we are ready.
All right, let me take a look here.
Chat believes in Ghost.
Chat 80% right now. 80% Ghost. We're going to switch that around real quick. Bet. And we've got the last fight set up. I don't know why my hard drive just giving me a hard time tonight, but we'll fix that. All right, last fight of the night, Solly.
I'm excited for it.
No. Oh, absolutely. Let's go to the tail of the tape. We got Ghost in the blue corner, King Sniper in the red corner. Ghost fighting in a stationary room space. King Sniper in that room scale. Ghost fighting by way of North America Central. King Sniper in North America East. Ghost short king, 5 foot 2 inches tall. King Sniper, not so short king, 5 foot inches tall. Both of these VR boxers in that unranked to 1500 elo. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be a good one, I think, Solly. Last fight of the night. I'm going to go ahead and lock in with the chat here. We got virtual reality Omar saying, how does someone participate in these fights? Omar, I got you. All you got to do is check any one of the Ringside VR videos. We have a link to the Discord under each video and on the stream itself. So go ahead and just join the Discord and ask, hey, how do I get signed up? Then, you know what I'm saying, you'll be in there. All right, King Sniper. Hey, Solly, could you go ahead and because King Sniper, I believe, switched up his shorts. I'm gonna try to switch his shorts up real quick.
Yeah, no problem. Both fighters in here right away. Looking like a lot of barrages coming in. So King Sniper with the white shorts, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, he is doing a lot of work right now. Ghost coming in here from Dragon Fist, and it's not his first time doing so. But again, game adjustments are tricky, especially when the game is patched, right? And that's the challenge of if you're not of having a primary VR game, so to speak, right? If you're not playing it regularly, then each patch change is going to feel like coming into an entirely new game sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially with one like this.
100%. 100%. We gotta go ahead and clear all that real quick. Sorry, guys. Gotta go back.
Ghost doing his best here. I like those uppercuts, but there it is. King Sniper finding that first sniping shot.
For some reason, not wanting to switch.
Some heavy blows, 70s following through. And another 60 puts him down.
Ghost fighting with some. Is that Ghost in the black shorts? King Sniper in the white shorts, correct?
I believe so.
Yes. All right. Oh, and then and Ghost is just like, take me now, take me now.
Ghost says, make me a ghost. Here, actually,
surprisingly,
yeah, it shows that the stagnation, right? Like, he was hitting only for like 20s when he was rapid fire, but when he took a step back, he hit for 38. Ghost says, no more. I want to ascend.
That and ascend he has. Man, that was quite the fight there at the end. And that's it. It seemed like Ghost was having either some technical difficulties or something else was going on there. That fight just looked like it ended a bit too prematurely. Probably. Oh, I just saw the chat. Definitely not gonna get into that. I literally just saw the chat. And why doesn't my exhibition button work? That's the other thing here, which is weird.
King Sniper says he wasn't interested in talk. Ghost, if you want to talk, I'm gonna unmute you if you want.
I'd ask Ghost why the fight went the wheel. Yo, what up? What up? Oh, man, big chillin', bro. Big chillin'. I ain't gonna get into it, bro. I just saw the chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling it for you, bro. But look here, man. New patch, new game. Lock in with the homies. That's all I gotta say. Get your mind off of stuff. We got that shoot coming up. You know what I'm saying? We got the new stream. We can plan for that. But don't let it get to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say. I ain't gonna say nothing no more because ain't nobody else can need to hear about it. But don't let it get to you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And you got homies to talk to. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they were friends with my girl. So.
Hell yeah. But look, appreciate you coming through, man. Wanted to ask you, I know it was short-lived, right? You didn't get a lot of time in the new PTC, but if you're ever wanting to like work with someone and like train up, not train, I wouldn't say train. Let me not oversell myself, right? I can be a really good practice dummy, right, that talks back. All right, that's about as much as I can amount to, right? But at the very least,
your understanding of the theory is good. You just gotta your body is
my body is not
is
my body is the flesh is weak. That's the phrase. That is the phrase. It won't stay weak forever. But yeah, I'm trying to get back into the game myself. And so yeah, if you're trying to get any, and I know I got a lot to learn about Dragon Fist too, so if you want to trade tech back and forth, we definitely can.
Yeah, gotcha.
Heck yeah. All right, appreciate you for coming through, bro. We're going to wrap up for the night. That is going to be it for us here at Ringside VR. Appreciate to everybody who showed out today. Today was a lot better than I had anticipated, despite the tech gremlins and everything. Appreciate the community. You guys are the absolute best. I know you guys may be tired of the old man saying this, but really appreciate all y'all coming through. Everybody who showed love on the stream today, I appreciate you guys. Everybody who came through, you know what I'm saying? We had folks from Chile, you know, folks from Australia. Shout out to Sib, you know what I mean? Definitely hit me up. Well, Sib's probably not here anymore. But you know, all the boxers, old and new, the homies, it feels real good. So appreciate all y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. That being said, that's gonna be it for me. Definitely keep an eye out. Yo.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. Take it easy, y'all. Peace.
Peace. All right. Shut down those streams.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like on my actual stream, it shows everything is running